Let's go, y'all. It is time. What's going on? It is draft night. We're just kicking off and things are already heating up. Welcome to the channel, y'all. We're going to be live. I will be live for every single pick tonight, tomorrow, and Saturday. If there is a pick on the board, I will be here, guys. We're going to be blowing up the chat. I'm going to have the draft cast pop up here in a second so we can follow along. There is a lot of storylines already. The Jaguars and Browns, potentially a massive trade from 2 going to the Jaguars. They want Travis Hunter. Holy smokes. Talk about a shakeup to start the draft. That would be massive. How stupid would it be for the Browns to trade off of Travis Hunter? But it would have to be one hell of a haul. The Jaguars have a ton of picks, so it would not surprise me. And Diana Rossini just said a minute ago as well, the Denver Broncos are making an aggressive push to get into the top 10. Who do they want in that top 10? I'm guessing wide receiver or running back is the only thing that really comes to mind. But who in the top 10 would it be? I have no idea who the Broncos are targeting. Another one that's been heating up is, if the Jaguars can't trade, maybe the Browns trade back again. But the Chicago Bears want Ashton Jeanty at all costs. They want Ashton Jeanty more than anything. A lot. It's crazy because we felt like we had the top 3, 4, 5 picks set. Like, we're like, okay, the draft starts at 5. Hours before the draft, it started to really shake up to where now it's like number 2. The draft starts at 2 now. The draft starts at 2. So they're getting everything ready, guys. Will Washington select at 29 tonight? Or will they trade back and get into that spot? So something that's been heating up as well. And, a lot of whispers that the Giants are trying to trade up to that 29 range. But it all depends on how the board falls. They love Jackson Dart. Will Jackson Dart be the guy there at 29? If that's the case, I'm expecting, according to my draft chart that a lot of teams use in the NFL, pick 99 would be the draft compensation that Washington gets for that trade back from 29 with the Giants, and they would pick super early tomorrow night. I'm fine with that. I trust Adam Peters. Here we go. Kamish is coming up to the stage, but y'all, welcome. Make sure you're subbed up. Make sure you hit that thumbs up so it gets shared out to everybody, guys. Like I said, we are live for every single pick. What's going on? We are ready. What's going on, Nathan, Elijah? Akai said, it's go time. LFG says, Nick, dear God, let Hampton fall. I don't know. I don't think Hampton's going to fall that far. Matter of fact, maybe that's who the Broncos are trying to trade up and get. They've been linked. They have been linked to Amarian Hampton a lot lately. And by the way, we are not spoiling picks in the chat. Do not spoil picks in the chat. I am not spoiling picks on my phone. I'm barely even looking at it. I'm depending solely on this TV behind me. So do not have to worry. I will not spoil picks. We're not doing that. I love the buildup has been so fun. Don't ruin it with picks being spoiled. I want to see it as it happens on TV. Matter of fact, I have to make sure because you can do this thing on YouTube where it's like broadcast delay decreased. All right, cool. Just making sure. I have to make sure that I'm caught up with everything. But guys, Adam Schefter said it minutes before the draft. Expect explosiveness, chaos, craziness. What's going on, Yafi? Welcome. What's going on, Troy? Over there in Charlottesville, repping. I'll be back in 2 weeks. Not in Charlottesville, but I'll be back in Virginia in 2 weeks. That's another reason why my setup looks different. If you looked on this side, if you could see, I have so many boxes. I have so many stuff. I can honestly leave tomorrow if I had to. This is the only thing I really still have setting up. And my chair is different. This is a different chair. So just bear with me, but this is going to be fun, guys. This is going to be fun. A lot of storylines. Where does Shadur land? I think he goes to the Steelers at 21. I really, really hope we pick at 29. I'm interested to see how the board falls, y'all. I am interested to see how the board falls and see what that pick looks like. But guys, I don't know if you can see this, but Green Bay is rocking right now. This crowd is electric. I kind of want to turn it up, but I don't want y'all like picking up on the mic. But I'm hype, y'all. I'm hype. Not trying to wait 3 hours for nothing. Do you think Denver's trying to jump teams to get Tet? Man, I love that fit for them. It wouldn't surprise me, but let me see. There's 125,000 people. The Packers just said max capacity. The NFL draft entry has temporarily paused. Like, they're not letting people in. The event venue has reached maximum capacity of 125,000 people. This is the greatest event of the year. I have been scouting and grinding out these players since the end of May. Last May, almost a year now. Guys, this has been such a fun offseason. This is just the start. Nathan with the super chat. Appreciate the super chat, Nathan. Would you trade up to get Hampton? No. I'm just listening. I like him a lot, but we don't have the trade picks to really do it right now. It says if the Browns do trade back, they're targeting the trenches, whether it's on the offensive side or the defensive side. So, interesting note. I really want to see if the Browns really trade back from 2. That would be crazy. But Nathan, I really think TreVeyon Henderson is really in play at 29, and I think he would be in play if you trade back with the Giants at 34. I don't see him going before then. So I'm hyped. What's going on, Damian? Welcome. Alex, I did stay up all night. Very hard to sleep. I've been up since 5, to be honest with you. JG, what is going on? Greetings. Also happy to finally be to get to the draft and leave the rumors behind. So glad. Abdul, I think I'm leaning 70%. So we are officially, Titans are on the clock, y'all. It is officially starting. Let's pull it up. I think we obviously all know. JG says, yeah, if we get a trade partner, I agree. Nathan says, the only reason I ask is I feel like we need a running back bad. I agree. I think this running back class, I love this class. The more that I dove into it and really watched even guys in the 5th, 6th round, like Woody Marks, Jordan James, Ollie Gordon, this running back class really has everything that you're looking for. So it's going to be, and I've been saying this for weeks now, and people started saying this recently, this draft is so much different than other drafts. You have to really find who fits what you do because the grades are so close together. This like better player available is going to be based off of your board. Who fits your board the best? That's the best player available. So the best player available on Washington's board could be completely different than the best player available that you'll see on the screen here, if I can point the right way, showing you who the best players left in the draft. It will be different players. So in a draft where it's kind of clouded in talent, let me turn Adam Schefter up. Let me know if it's like background noise. I don't want y'all to have like a ton of background noise. So let me know if y'all can hear the draft. I don't want y'all to be able to. But I just want to hear anything that goes down while I'm yapping. But I really like the depth of this running back class. Even 2nd, 3rd, even 4th. I think in the 4th round, a guy like Bashaw Tootin, if he's there, he's a guy that I feel like can be a premier back. In Washington's backfield, there's a lot of guys. Jalen Blue is another one that I think really fits what they want to do. Cam Ward just got the call. We obviously, knew that he was going to be the pick. I really hope this thing just updates on its own. Here we go. On the clock. Here we go. Adam Schefter said, when assessing how the top 10 picks tonight will unfold, one well-placed source said, expect explosives. And I agree. It's gonna start with pick 2 tonight. It's going to start with pick 2. Henderson or Hampton, I like both. Honestly, would love. I'm telling you, I think Henderson's going to be in play at 29. If Henderson's there at 29, I hope we don't hesitate. I think he's one of the top 3-4 players that we would look at. But I'm the people that are going to be taken after 12, 13 are going to shock people. because those grades are so close together. Like I said, teams are going to take who they really, really want. So that's why this draft is so special, and that's why this draft has so much chaos around it, and saying like, that's the talent between the second, third, and fourth round guys is closer than it usually is. I'm so stoked for this draft, y'all. So stoked. Hope they trade down. Julio says, I hope so too. Honestly, really depends who's there. Henderson at 29 is way too early. I tend to agree with that. But once again, when it comes to sure talents, I think Henderson is one of those guys who is a very, very safe pick in this draft, to be honest with you. Bill said need more picks, can't reach for a running back at 29. Definitely agree. But like I said, if Henderson's their guy, cool. I would love to trade back to 34 and then get Trayvon Henderson. I think that's a dream scenario. Got the draft on one monitor, you on the other, and Rio, and the guys on my phone trying to tap in everything at once. Shout out to Rio and the guys. Always have a fun watch party every single year. Appreciate y'all tuning in. You too, Damien. Obviously, they're passing the phone around now. Callahan just talked to Cam Ward. We knew this was going to happen. We knew Cam Ward was going to be the pick, but it's this next one where it's like, will the Browns really trade out of Travis Hunter? Will they be that team? I would be shocked. But, man, it sounds like they are getting a haul, if so. They just compared Cam Ward to Patrick Mahomes. I don't know about that. I like Cam Ward, but I don't think he's Patrick Mahomes. To be honest with you, I think Travis Hunter is still good enough to go number one overall. I think it's still crazy that he would not go number one. But Titans obviously need a quarterback. I think Cam Ward is good, but I think Travis Hunter is phenomenal, which, again, would shock me if the Browns decide to trade off of too. So we'll see. We'll see. Abdul Carter, Myles Garrett would be a dream pair. Definitely would. Would be disgusting. Fellow Texan commander here, Dallas Fort Worth. What's going on? I'm in Austin for 2 more weeks, and then I will be back on the East Coast covering this team, y'all, full time. Yeah, I'm gonna have to mute. Jordan Schultz has to go because he said the pick. Any insider that tweets out the pick, they are getting muted. I'm not gonna lie. They are getting muted. I want to see it unfold on TV. Apparently, Clay Matthews said something controversial. I don't know. No, he said the Bears still suck. Just seeing his butt hurt about it. Yeah, we are not spoiling picks in the chat, y'all. We are not. We take too much pride in the draft to spoil the picks. What's going on, JG? Love this channel. Good analysis and no unnecessary spam in the chat channel. Yeah, I don't like any kind of hot take clickbait, crazy stuff. This is my passion. This is my obsession. This is what I do for work. This is literally my entire life. So I'm going to break down every single pick, even the ones that aren't Washington. Oh, shit. It happened. It happened. Wow. The Browns are trading the number 2 overall pick, a 4th round pick, 104, and a 6th round pick, 200 for the Jaguars. To the Jaguars. Breaking news. Jaguars are trading the 5th overall pick, a 2nd round pick, pick 36, a 4th, and their 2026 1st round pick to the Browns. Blockbuster trade. Wow. Wow. The Browns are actually doing it. The Browns are actually trading out of Travis Hunter. Wow. The Jaguars are on the clock. Did not see that happening. Wow. Jaguars. Wow. There it is up top. So they get a first out of it, but man, I hate that if I'm a Browns fan. Wow. I hate that if I'm a Browns fan. Wow. Holy smokes. The Jaguars are on the clock. Wow. Holy smokes. So breaking news from Adam Schefter. Let's recap that again because wow. Of course they just got rid of it. So the Browns, so this is interesting though, because the Browns, if they want to trade back up to 29 with Washington, they have more ammo. Not saying we're obviously going to get the 33rd or the 36th pick or anything like that. But if we trade back from 29, there's more options. We could go back to 33. We can go back to 36. So, I mean, this could possibly have some major significance for Washington because now the door is open. So the Browns got 36, 126, and a first next year. Obviously, pick 5 as well. So this is interesting. So if Washington ended up trading back from 29 with the Browns, say they decide to still get their quarterback, trade up, Jackson Dart, Jalen Milroe, whoever, Tyler Shuck, Washington could trade back to either 34 or 36. Or the Browns will stay put, let the quarterbacks fall to them, and do it that way. But, wow. The Giants apparently went all in to try to trade up to number 1. They offered this year's first, next year's first, multiple other picks for the Titans' number 1 overall pick, and they still declined. Good. Wow. Wow is right, random. Holy shit, what a way to start. Man. I didn't think it was actually going to happen. I did not think it was actually going to happen. Insane. Will the Browns regret that? That's the biggest question. Will they regret not getting Travis Hunter? Garrett just resigned. You know Garrett deep down is probably like, what the hell, y'all? We could have got Travis Hunter. I know he's got all that money. So the Jaguars got 2nd overall pick for this year, 4th round pick this year, 6th round pick this year. The Browns got 5th overall, a 2nd and a 4th this year, and a 1st next year. That is quite a haul, but still, you got a 2nd and a 1st. The 4ths kind of cancel each other out. That's crazy. Wow. So expect craziness. This is what they've been saying, and they were not lying. Dan Cleveland needs a shitload of talent. They do. Yeah, you miss out on Hunter, but what the heck? They don't have or they don't need one great player. They need several really good players. They do definitely need several great players, but wow. It literally took the 2nd pick of the draft to just major shake up the entire thing. I wonder if they trade for Kirk Cousins and just not go quarterback in this draft. I really think that I think the Browns could Travis Hunter waiting for his phone to ring. It hasn't ring yet. It says pick is in, so we'll see. Wow. Cleveland adding ammo to trade back into the first. That's what I'm thinking, but they got heavy ammo. The ammo they got is more so like we can either trade pick 33 or we can trade pick 36 now. They only have 33, but they have 36. So just keep an eye on that. The Browns and Giants have been the two team, Saints a little bit, but the Giants and the Browns have been the two teams that were linked to Washington as trade back partners. And there's been a lot of smoke this afternoon that Adam Peters has been working the phones and that they are a team that wants to trade back. And I don't blame them because, once again, the value after pick 20 all the way up to like 45, even 50 is so close together. If you can get an extra pick in that at 99 or like 100 something in that low 100 range, it is worth it, man. It's worth it. So just keep an eye on that. Washington can either trade back to 33 or 36. 36 obviously gets you a little bit more trade compensation because it's 3 more picks. But me personally, selfishness, I want to go to 33, get a guy like Nick Scorton, get a corner like Maxwell Harrison, or get Travion Henderson. Somewhere of that range. And speaking of range, what's going on, my guy, Ranger? Welcome to the stream, my guy. Pretty much sums it up here. So sorry if you're a Browns fan. Wow. I'll let Kamish talk. If any, what players do you think could get traded tonight? Newsome, Greg Newsome, Kayvon Thibodeau. I could see George Pickens. I would be shocked if there was a Hendrickson trade. A Trey Hendrickson trade would break the draft. That would just – that's like A.J. Brown, like, level. But it'd be crazy. All right, I got to mute some more people. I do not want to see picks. Do not leak picks in the chat. But yeah, I mean, I think that's the interesting thing about this draft too, is it's not that good deep. You can trade a 4th or a 5th round pick for a guy like Greg Newsome, or, you know, whatever pick George Pickens is worth, or Trey Hendrickson. If you're giving up like a first next year or something like that, so much to keep an eye on. I think you could see some players traded in this draft for sure. So if the Giants really want a Cam Ward, are they just punting on quarterback this draft, or is Milroe or Dart their backup option? They really like Dart. Everything I've heard and seen, they love Dart. I think that's their top priority. It doesn't sound like they're big on Shador at all. Abdullah says NFL drafts are better than all thriller movies. They really are. I'll take this over any sporting event ever. JG, 3 picks of the top 36, pretty damn sweet. It really is. What's going on, buddy? Welcome to the stream, my guy. I love hearing that chime. So Travis Hunter, Jacksonville Jaguars. Man. Wide receiver and corner. So you'll have Brian Thomas Jr., Travis Hunter, but then he'll play corner. I think he's primarily going to be a wide receiver and then go into corner. He's going to play both, though. But, I mean, he's good enough to trade up for. Like, I don't blame the Jaguars. The Jaguars had a ton of picks this draft, so. Travis Hunter's hype. Shout out to Trav, man. Awesome dude. Giving up a first to move up 3 spots is wild. It is. But that's the Travis Hunter effect. That's the Travis Hunter price tag. Can they afford to absorb Cousins' cap? Probably. They can move stuff around. Talking about Kirk Cousins in the Browns. If they were to trade 34 and 36, how high could Cleveland trade back up to? Man, it's got to be really, really high. I don't think they'll do that, though, because if you can get 2 players around that range, 34 and 36 in this draft, really, really good. Really, really good. A lot of big ammo. Cleveland does 100% need a quarterback. So that's what I'm wondering. Do they like any of the quarterbacks in this draft? Apparently, they like Tyler Shuck a lot. They like Jalen Milroe a lot. So maybe that's a selection at 34 or 36. The Giants are on the clock. Our rivals are on the clock. Who do you think they'll pick? I mean, it's got to be Abdul Carter. It's got to be Abdul Carter. Got to be. But guys, the madness just started. Make sure you're subbed up. Make sure you hit that thumbs up so it gets shared out to everybody. I'll be live for every single pick tonight, tomorrow night, and all day Saturday because this is my life, y'all. Figured way more value after 35. It really depends what this draft. This draft is so tricky. What's going on, my guy? Trades are just starting according to Jordan Schultz. Yeah, I had to mute him because he's tweeting out the picks, and I didn't want that. But yeah, they said as soon as the first trade happens, that's when a lot of movement's going to happen. So that's why my radar for Washington trading back is really, really starting to go off now. I know a lot of people have been asking, could Washington trade up? I personally would be flabbergasted. I would be beyond shocked if Washington was to trade up, giving a first round pick next year to trade up. I mean, unless it's for somebody just insane, but I would be so surprised because I think next year's draft is going to be really good. We're going to get to see the draft room tonight. Maybe. I hope so. I hope they show us something. I really want to see it. I'm that kind of nerd. Something else that you just never know. Jamie Erdahl said, Travis Hunter said to her that he had 0 conversations with the Jaguars since the combine. So since the combine, the Jaguars have not talked to Travis Hunter since the combine. So that just tells you, man, anything is possible, man. I'm so excited to see what Travis Hunter does on the Jaguars. That's hype. For the Commanders, I'd say Payne or B-Rob gets traded. It's just the thing is that's the 2 deepest positions in the whole draft, D tackle and then running back. So it's really, really tricky. Man, Roger Goodell, we ain't here to see you do anything other than say with such and such pick, and so it takes whatever. Yeah, he just needs to announce it and go. Cleveland going Jeanty maybe. It sounds like they're going trenches. So is that offensive tackle or do you think it's defensive line? I think it's Mason Graham. I think Mason Graham is their pick for the Browns. I think Mason Graham's the guy. Let me go down some more. The pick is in for the Giants. Obviously, it should be Abdul Carter. They spent a lot to move up. Him and Brian Thomas is wild. Yeah, I agree. Damn, you're ahead of me. I had to make sure I'm ahead. I felt like I was behind because YouTube TV is like that way. But by the way, if you have YouTube TV, life hack, go down to the 3 dots. It says like broadcast delay. Hit the decreased one. It will save you, and especially during football season or even any kind of sport. But football season, that is a life hack I learned. Skipping on Abdul Carter is wild to me. Yeah, they got to go. Jaguars 5-12 season incoming. I don't know, man. I don't know. Look at Brian Dable's bald head. He's over here rubbing his hands. As much as I hate to say it, I love Brian Dable just because at his time at Alabama, he's a really cool guy. I love Coach Daboll for that reason. But as soon as he went to the Giants, he was dead to me. But holy shit, look at that crowd, man. Look at that crowd. I went to the draft when it was in Cleveland, and it was nuts. Oh, my God. Cleveland Browns are taking calls for the 5th pick. What the fuck are the Browns trying to do? The Browns are taking calls for the 5th pick to try to trade back again. Why? What are they doing? Are they just trying to have like 15 draft picks in this draft? Or are they just trying to load up for next year? But the Giants go Abdul Carter as we all figured. There's official. They're picking Abdul Carter, which sucks for us. Hey. Laramie Tunzel, Abdul Carter. Bring it on. Bring it on. I'm so ready. I love Abdul Carter because, covered Penn State. Talked to Abdul before. I like him a lot. I think he's a cool guy. Hell of a player. But, man, it is going to be fun to watch that for the next few years. Abdul Carter to the Giants. Wish we could pick Abdul Carter at 29. We're please Giants pick Shador. I wish. Yep, Abdul. Jaguars not taking Hunter. It's so strange to me. Oh, they did. Are you talking about Browns? The Browns did. Yeah. They still got T-Law, Trevor Lawrence, unless he sucks this year. Yeah, Browns are getting draft capital for next year, it sounds like. Maybe the Giants trade us Kayvon. So it sounds like he was on the block as well. Browns could be loading up to get Arch Manning next year. I don't even think he's that good. That D-line is going to be nasty. Definitely is. Hell, I'll take Brian Burns. Brandon said, man, I don't want to wait another day for us to pick. I don't either, to be honest with you. But AP, I trust, baby. Guys, what a draft already, man. It's been 30 minutes on the live stream, and it's already been crazy. Will the Browns, next storyline, will the Browns trade back from 5? Will the Browns trade back from 5? And if they do, it's the Chicago Bears, because the Bears want Ashton Jeanty more than they need oxygen. If the Browns trade back one more time, it's going to be with the Bears, who originally wanted to trade up with the Jaguars when they had the 5th pick. That's what's been brewing all day. Bears have been trying to get that 5th spot for the Jaguars for Ashton Jeanty. Now, will the Patriots just shock the world right here and go Ashton Jeanty? Or will they go Armand Mimbu? Will they go Will Campbell? I don't know with how this pick goes. I think Armand Mimbu is the safer pick at tackle, 6'4", 332, longer arms than Will Campbell. I know that's a big talking point. I think Will Campbell is amazing. But, like I said, do they shock the world and just take Ashton Jeanty? Something that has been, not talked about at all. Not talked about at all. It's, wow. A lot brewing, guys. A lot brewing. Arch Manning would have won Texas the national title. Like, I don't know. He's going to win them one next year, even with Stark as coach. Texas reloaded. They got it. They have so many good players. That's pretty much their the pro team down here in Austin. They loaded up. The Browns will trade their 2nd pick all the way back to a 7th rounder. It sounds like it. How do you go from 2 to 5? And we'll trade back again. I'm just saying, I really feel like they are building for next year, which goes against everything they said. But hell, if you're going to do that, use one of those picks on a quarterback. Trade with Washington to 29, get Milroe. The upside is there. Let that play out for a year. I mean, what's the downside of that? If you're already looking forward to next year, or the Patriots pick is in. We don't know who it is. Shout out to Ian Rappaport for not saying who it is. But they're on commercial right now, of course. Why can't this be like the first Raw after WrestleMania and just not, have a commercial the first hour or two? Please. The Browns trade back again. They're definitely using the PFN simulator. Yeah. They see what happens is they see that little notification says, oh, you have a trade offer. Like, oh, shoot, who is it? How far back can we go? Thanks for the decreased tip. Way different. Yep. They just drafted May. They need to take a tackle. Talking about the Patriots. I mean, I agree, but Ashton Jeanty? I feel like Vrabel's such an offensive tackle guy. I feel like that's what's going to happen. Yafi, I muted everybody because I don't want to see. I want to see when the pick comes in. That is the best part. That's the best part of this. That is the best part of all this. I'm trying so hard not to look. So the Browns, they're about to be on the clock. Let's see. I'm avoiding all spoilers. Pick is in for the Patriots. Who y'all think it is? I think it's got to be tackle. I mean, it's been Will Campbell this whole time. It's been Will Campbell this whole time. I just don't see that changing. Especially watching his interview with Kay Adams. He was talking about Vrabel, and he loves Vrabel. I feel like him and Vrabel are a good match. Abel said, what are we eating on draft night? I'm not eating anything right now, to be honest with you. I ate a ton before the draft just because I knew I didn't want to be here eating on camera when all this craziness is going down. I might have to get up at like pick 20 or something to get a snack, but we'll see. But I had a giant burrito before this, so we'll see if that holds off. But the pick is in for the Patriots, y'all. And then after the Patriots, are the Browns going to trade back again? They need everything. Literally, quarterback, tackles, wide receivers, D tackles, linebackers. They need to rebuild. Will they trade back again and get more picks? And like I said, if they do, I think it's going to be the Bears. I think that's the pick. What's going on, Michael Underwood? We got to beef up our offensive line so we can slow down the Giants' new defensive end. I mean, I like Tunzel. I like Tunzel to do that. But what would Coleman and Wiley look like against Abdul Carter? I don't really like that. I'm going to be honest with you. Not the biggest fan of how that would look. So, Michael, I don't disagree with you. We'll see what happens at 29 or if they go offensive tackle later on. They did meet with a lot of tackles. We'll see what happens. What's going on, Merle? Welcome, member of the channel. Merle, my guy. Looking at what the Bengals and Steelers will do. Bengals are interesting. Jahad Campbell, Kenneth Grant. Will they go guard? The Browns are picking at 5. The Browns are not trading back. They are making a selection. I think they go Armand Mimbu. I think the Patriots are going to go. I think the Patriots are going to go Will Campbell. I think Will Campbell's the pick for the Patriots, and then the Browns. Or do they go Ashton Jeanty? Holy shit. I don't know. I'm not looking. Patriots. Will Campbell is the pick. JG taking a long time on the Patriots pick. Yeah, they were stuck in a commercial, and then they were making the phone calls. Love that pick. Love that. Can't wait to see the Dallas pick. Man, every pick is such a wild card. I'm ready for that first pick. That's just like mind-blowing. Joey said grape ghost gas. This is the best flavor. Shout out to Ghost. Love Ghost. Gonna need it. Shout out to Gorilla Mine too. Not a sponsor yet, but it's coming. Ghost, Gorilla Mine, Raw Nutrition. All my go-tos for the gym. All my go-tos is a healthy energy drink. 0 sugar. 1,000 milligrams of Pure carnitine. 150 milligrams of alpha GPC 50%. 200 milligrams of caffeine, which I will need every milligram of. No sugar, no fat, no artificial flavors, everything. Shout out to Ghost. I'll probably have to shotgun another one by like pick 15 because, like I said, I slept like shit. Hopefully, Tunzel can coach up Coleman. I'm telling you, your boy is making moves. I'm gonna be at practices for Washington. I'm gonna be OTAs. Like, guys, when I touch ground, your boy's gonna be there. And I'm gonna be covering this team harder than I've ever covered them before. Pause. That sounded weird, but I'm telling y'all, one of the things I'm watching so closely: Brandon Coleman versus Andrew Wiley at right tackle. Unless something crazy happens in the draft. If we go Josh Simmons, if we go Josh Connelly Jr. and shake everything up. But I'm telling y'all, that's the one matchup I'm looking for, the one competition I'm watching the most. It's Brandon Coleman versus Andrew Wiley. You guys I have so much cooking up, y'all, for the YouTube channel. So many big sponsorship stuff coming up for the season. Full-time job opportunity. Guys, I mean, we're cooking this year, y'all. We are absolutely cooking this year. The streams the next 3 days are going to be crazy. The free agency stuff was insane. Biggest numbers ever. I had like 20-something thousand views. We had like 8,000 views live during the free agency streams. So it was just nuts. So shout out to y'all. Here we go. Cleveland up again. Another trade coming. No, it sounds like they are making a pick, man. Sounds like they're staying put finally. I think the Browns get Graham or Jeanty. Man, this is such a crazy one. If they get Ashton Jeanty, it's going to ruin a lot of teams' kind of hopes, especially the Bears. Like I said, they want to trade up. Someone already asked Coach Callahan for the Titans if Cam Ward's the week 1 starter. I love this. I love this industry, y'all. Someone already asked him, hey, is Cam Ward your starter week 1? He said, we don't need to worry about that yet. We'll see. God, I love this industry, man. A lot of heads in here. Run those likes up. Yep. Run the likes up. Make sure you're subbed up, y'all. Appreciate it, Brandon. Appreciate it, Brandon. I appreciate him on the comments on the videos afterwards, too. I do my best to try to reply back to him. But sometimes it's a little tough. Will Campbell, almost an eagle green there. Yeah, a lot of people wearing the green for the Green Bay. Shamar Stewart was another one. They like Tyler Booker a lot as well. Talking about the Bengals, I think. Yeah, they need a guard. So, on the clock, the pick is in. Mimba might be my favorite player in this class. Super unique with his shorter, but super heavy. Yeah, and he still has the longer arms. And Will Campbell's such a country boy. Like, I don't care how short his arms are. Like, that's what I want. I love the draft, Joe. I'm not going to lie. I was getting emotional as hell before I went live because this shit's – shout out to all the players, man. I talked to so many players in the offseason, like, leading up to it, and you just get to know them. They're just some really good people. I'm excited for all these guys. Yeah, poor Levis. He's done. What are the chances of the Commanders taking offensive tackle with 128 later? It's not really this is not a good tackle class. A lot of tackles are getting moved to offensive guard, which is fine because I feel like we can improve at guard as well. Guys I'm looking at that might make it to day 3. Logan Brown out of Kansas. I think Anthony Belton goes day 2. Who else? Logan Brown's probably the one I like. Jalen Travis out of Iowa State is a day 3 guy. Plays a little high. Doesn't have that good of a bend. But guys like Wyatt Milum, he's going to be moved to guard. Guys like Emory Jones Jr., he's going to get moved to guard. So a lot of these guys are going to get moved to guard. This is not a good offensive tackle class if you're looking after the second round. First round's loaded with some really good ones. But we'll see. Carolina's fielding calls about trading back from 8. Mason Graham's the pick for the Browns. So you have Mason Graham and Myles Garrett. I feel like people either like or hate Mason Graham. But the pick is in. That's the pick. Let me scoot up from y'all so we can see the rest of this. I know there's a lot of people in the draft industry that didn't like Mason Graham because he's not like that elite athlete. But damn, he's super productive. Mel Kiper's saying it now. People are saying Mason Graham could fall to like the teens. He was like, that was never going to happen. That was never going to happen. I know he's not an elite athlete, but at some point you got to watch the tape. And the guy just dominates. I mean, they're showing his highlights now. It's like you can't do shit against him. I don't care if he doesn't have that elite first twitch. I don't care if he, doesn't have the faster hands than some of these, interior offensive linemen. The dude is a fucking menace on a really good defense at Michigan. A pro-style defense, just like Mikey Samerstill came from. Josiah Stewart, another guy I really, really like. Will Johnson. I mean, this is a pro-style defense. So I feel like that's going to translate. I feel like that's a really good pick for the Browns. Trading back from Travis Hunter, though, I don't know. But we'll see. Yeah, do not spoil any picks. Levis has to know his time is short. Oh, yeah, he's been known. Brandon said, I heard John Keim talk about Tyler Booker. Yeah, I did see that too. Washington did like Tyler Booker. As an Alabama fan, I would not be mad at all. Michael said, I hope Bengals don't pick Mike Green, and he's available at 29. I think Peters will jump on that. So, yeah, Keim name dropped that as well. I got to try to not look at these insiders because I do not want to see these picks. So now the Raiders are on the clock. They've been leaning Ashton Jeanty. Will they go Armand Membu? Will they go Banks at tackle? We'll see, but I feel like it's got to be Ashton Jeanty. How late of a pick do you think the Dolphins would go for Ramsey? God, the thing is, they just extended him last year. So his contract, I hate his contract. I honestly would hate getting Ramsey. I'm not a fan. It would probably be like a third or an early fourth. I do like a Johnny Cornelius. I think he could stay at tackle. I think he's a much better run tackle than he is a straight up pass protector. I like how he moves in space. So I like Johnny Cornelius. He's kind of been one of my guys for a little bit. But I just don't know how well he fits what we really do. We're not really like pulling tackles on runs and stuff like that, but we'll see. If we trade, we may not pick until day 2. Yeah, I mean, I don't see us going back a few spots. I think if we go back, it's going to be so the Browns, their short list of players they really wanted was Travis Hunter, Abdul Carter, and Mason Graham. So they were able to trade back and still get one of their top players. Raiders going Jeanty since Browns got Graham. Yep, that's how I really feel. That's kind of been the link for the whole thing. That's the one player. I saw Membu a little bit, but I feel like Ashton Jeanty's got to be the pick. No Mike Green for me. Graham is a good pick. Facts. I like Graham. I didn't see anything like on tape where I'm like, I don't know about this guy. Shout out to Buddy. Do not spoil any picks of the chat. So far, we've been really good about that. I'm trying to wait until it pops up on the screen. I think my TV's a little ahead of this by like 20 seconds, so I'm kind of waiting. So I'm going to try to do my best there. But I know some people can't watch it or they're behind, so I'm trying to give y'all the fastest, most up-to-date stuff on the draft and updates. So we'll see. Mason Graham is cool, but personally, I'm more of a Walter Nolan, Derek Harmon guy. I love Derek Harmon. Derek Harmon's probably my D tackle 2 in this whole class. I love Derek Harmon, but something I found out late is that he had a medical flag I had no idea about that came up pretty late in the process that some teams are kind of weary about. I have no idea what it is. So here we go. Here's the pick. Pick is in. The Las Vegas Raiders select. Waiting for the screen to show it. Ashton Jeanty, running back out of Boise State. I don't even want to say one of. That's the best running back I've ever scouted in my life. Ashton Jeanty is, I don't use the word generational much, but he's generational. He is a once-in-a-lifetime running back for an organization. He goes to the Raiders where Pete Carroll had Marshawn Lynch for a long time. He's used to having a dominant running back like that, even though he didn't use him in the Super Bowl at the goal line against the Patriots. But I love this fit. Now, the Raiders have an under-the-radar, sneaky, good offensive line. They do. Still need a couple pieces, but Ashton Jeanty, I mean, even in that Penn State game when they just loaded 8 in the box the whole time, still was making plays. So, Johnson Miles probably still wants to leave now. He probably does. Carter to the Giants is insane work for us. Happy we got Tunzel. Exactly. I'm so glad we traded for Tunzel. Jets are on the clock now. Brandon said they might go Sanders like the Falcons did last year. Talking about the Raiders, that would have been nuts. Some people talked about it. On our Bleacher Report stream, who was it? Mo that does the Raiders for Bleacher Report. He picked Shedeur Sanders, and it blew up our draft. Able to say who are some notable names that could be traded tonight. Newsome from the Browns. I could see Kayvon Thibodeau. I could see George Pickens. Trying to think who else. Trey Hendrickson would be insane. I'd be shocked. Yo, shout out to Ashton Jeanty. He's an awesome guy too, man. Super humble guy. He's like top tier dude. Jets, I have no idea. So the one that they've been getting linked to a lot is Tyler Warren, our Virginia boy. Coach Franklin is in Virginia with him right now at his watch party. I think they go Tyler Warren. I think so. You should be part of the Commanders King too, buddy. Hey, shout out to them. They're awesome. I love every single one of those guys. They're awesome. I don't know if I have the time for it, to be honest with you. I got a lot going on. You think Grant will make it to 29? I don't see Payne on the team next year. So that was the thing I said in my in one of my articles. I said a lot of people are kind of not really thinking about Derek Harmon if he falls at 29. I don't think Grant will fall there, but if Derek Harmon falls with his medical stuff, it's hard to say he's not the best player available at 29. I think he would be. Adam Peters did that last year with the Jer'Zhan Newton pick. What was it, pick 36, I want to say it was? Everyone was like, all right, here's our offensive tackle, here's a wide receiver, here's a corner. And we went D tackle, and fans were like, what? Are you kidding me? They freaked out. And he was honestly the best player available. I love Jer'Zhan Newton. One of the most disruptive defensive tackles I've seen in college at Illinois. So I love the pick. I think he'll be good for us next year. Didn't really get much of an offseason, had the surgery on his foot. So he kind of just got thrown out there eventually. You know, he didn't really get much of an offseason at all. So, but Adam Peters did it before. It would not shock me if we went D tackle at 29. I know that's a hot take, but it would not surprise me. It would not surprise me. Rather the Raiders have him than Dallas. Absolutely. Chalk pick, but great nonetheless. I like the fit, honestly. I like it. They got some, the Raiders got some talent. Crosby, Brock Bowers. I like Geno. Some people don't like Geno. I like him. Ashton Jeanty. Highest Boise State pick ever. Yeah, they're getting hyped. Lone Star High School in Texas. I know exactly what that's at. Yeah, Geno has his weapon. Decent chance Jenny turns out to be a bust. I don't think so. I think he's one of the safest picks in the draft. Didn't realize Tyler Warren. Yeah, he's huge. That man's ridiculous. I think he's the pick here for the Jets. I'm so happy the Cowboys did not get Jeanty. Absolutely. It feels so good not picking the top 10. It does. If it sucks having to wait, but it feels good because you know that you were good enough to pick at 29. I agree with you, JG. This is Payne's last year. I could see it, which is why D tackle in round 1 or 2 is perfectly sensible idea. And like the whole Javon Kinlaw thing does not stop you at all. Andrew Berry of the Browns GM says they felt like a trade was the right move for the organization because of the value. The Giants are picking up Kayvon Thibodeau's 5th-year option, so he's not being traded. So they're picking up his 5th-year option, so he's going to be there. So Kayvon Thibodeau will not be traded. Pick is in for the Jets. I wish there was a way to just see things without seeing things. You know what I'm saying? Andrew Berry says he believes they added a blue chip guy in Mason Graham. High pick in a sweet spot of the draft, 2nd round. Talking about what they picked up, extra 1st round pick for next year, and what they feel will be a stronger draft early for next year. So yeah, Kayvon Thibodeau is going to be there next year. So Kayvon Thibodeau will not be traded. So interesting. So we will see. Yeah, I like Derek Harmon a lot. They could gamble and wait on D tackle the 2026 draft. And the Javon Kinlaw like helps you out with that. Like that the signing helps you out with that. If you don't go D tackle in this draft, you could always address it next year. Hell, maybe Payne gets traded at like the trade deadline. Who knows? But it would not surprise me. I'm happy for Travis. He's home. His dad could potentially be able to visit with stipulations. He has Brian Thomas and Diami in his wide receiver room. I believe in Diami. He's getting better, explosive, and stronger. They showed our team love with the Madden 26 Dan Quinn Commanders theme. Raise Hill. Yeah, I love that, by the way. That looks so good. Definitely going to pre-order College Football 26 and Madden. Got to. It wouldn't surprise me if Jaden's on the cover, by the way. It would not surprise me if Jaden Daniels is on the cover of Madden. I don't see us going D tackle because of the money we put in Kinlaw's contract. Yeah, I mean, like I said, it definitely kind of gaps. It's where you don't have to, but can't imagine the D tackle class next year is as good as this one, though. There's some really good ones. Peter Woods out of Clemson. There's a good bit of guys next year. I've tried so hard not to look ahead. Soon we're going to be hosting the draft. I pray when we get that stadium in DC, that first year, put the draft, 2030, whatever it is, put the draft in DC, please. Tyler said, beat me to it, JT. I think this draft overall is pretty weak, but strong at running back. Get a running back and move on. I agree. You think Panthers go wide receiver? I think they go Jaylen Walker. I'd be surprised if they didn't. So here we go. Jets pick is in. Okay. Jets go Armand Mimbu, tackle. So that means, Tyron Smith retired. So that means Olu Fashanu on one side and Armand Mimbu on the other. I'm really interested to see who plays where. Armand Mimbu probably plays right tackle, and Olu probably plays left more than likely, but I like it. Build the trenches for Justin Fields. Clay said, love Jonas Sinker out of UVA and day 3 guys, smart player, fits the culture. Yeah, they do like him a lot. It's like a normal pick from the Jets. Kind of nice to see that. Yeah, I really thought that they were going to go Tyler Warren. I think Jaylen Walker goes here. at 8. That's pretty much where he's been linked to with the Panthers. The Panthers could potentially shock people. They said the Panthers were trading or shopping the pick for a trade, but it looks like the pick is in, so they're not trading back. JT, will you get season tickets for the first year of the new stadium? Absolutely, if I'm not working covering the team still. But absolutely will. I don't care how expensive it is. I will be there. The offensive line is tough, though. I like what they got cooking. I like it. Ted McMillan's the most overthought player in the class. He should be picked at 8. I love Ted McMillan. I feel like he's gotten the most prospect fatigue out of anybody in the entire draft. So we'll see. It would shock me if the Panthers went that way. But we'll see. We will see. Aaron Glenn had a 45-minute FaceTime call this week with Armand Mimbu. Damn. That sealed New York's decision about who to draft in round 1. So they've known. So the Jets' offensive line is Olu Fashanu, John Simpson at left guard, Joe Tippmann, who I like, Elijah Vera Tucker at right guard, and Armand Mimbu at right tackle. That is a nice line. All right. All right, let me make sure I text some people back. Panthers on the clock. The pick is in, and they just went to commercial. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully they don't take too long. Hopefully they do not take too long. T-Mac is going to Dallas. I can see them going Golden or Tet, honestly. I can see him going either. T-Mac reminds me of Dotson, to be honest. I think he's better, honestly. I think he's better. Will Johnson to the Saints would make sense. I think Will Johnson could fall because of his medical stuff. He had a really bad process. The 40 time was off. All right, let's see. Let's see. It says pick is in, waiting to come back. T-Mac to the Panthers. We'll see. I can see the Panthers adding a wide receiver. They definitely need help. They definitely need help. New Orleans at 9 should be interesting. I don't think they'll go Shadur Sanders. I think Might have heard his draft position with a dumb take on watching tape, but you'd be surprised how many players absolutely don't watch tape. It's actually not much of a hot take. They just don't admit it, which was stupid to do. I like how this is shaking up so many mock drafts. It gives us 29 a sort of level playing field. It really does. So the Bears do something crazy and take Amarian Hampton. That's a great question. That would be insane, but I could see it happening. Schultz is going crazy spoiling the picks. Yeah, I muted him. I do not spoil any picks for the love of God. Do not say a pick until you see it pop up on the screen. I already muted him. Cornerback taken in Saints. I could see from everything I heard, they want a pass rusher. I've been linking Shamar Stewart to them. That's been my pick for the Saints for like 2-3 weeks now. Shamar Stewart. Yeah, I'm about to literally just mute everybody. Because I don't want to see any picks. I want to see it pop up on the screen. I promised everybody I would not spoil any picks. Ryan Fowler said the Jets shouldn't allow a sack for the next 10 years. He's not wrong. He's not wrong. All right, let's see. I got to send out a tweet. Why do people spoil picks? Just enjoy the draft like the rest of us. I'm not looking for any spoils. I like how, what's his name? Pete Carroll always does like these draft hints. It had nothing to do with Ashton Jeanty. Let's see. The Panthers go Tet McMillan. They get Bryce a legit wide receiver weapon. I love that. Think about all of the big wide receivers in the NFC South. Tet McMillan, Mike Evans. Chris Olave ain't that big, but man, I like that. I like that fit. Tet McMillan, wow. Oh, yeah, Drake London, Mike Evans, Tet McMillan in the NFC South. That's tough. I ain't going to lie. That's tough. Outside of Cleveland trade, nothing too surprising so far. But everyone's saying there's a ton of trades brewing up. So can't wait to see Micah's reaction. Yep. If Luther Bird slips at 29, you think at AP and DQ would draft him? It doesn't sound like he's on their board. I've heard zero about it. Nothing I've seen says, oh, they would take Luther Burden. When you see something saying they would take Mike Green, but I've seen nothing about Luther Burden, I don't know. I don't even think he's on the board. Billy said late to the party, but dude, Browns won that trade. You think so? You get away from Travis Hunter? I don't know. I'm 50-50 on it. I think they did get a haul, but it's like, dang. I love that pick for the Panthers. I love Tet McMillan so much. Enzo, great question. Why do the insiders spoil the picks? Do they think that's what most people want? That's what I just tweeted. Like, enjoy the draft. There's literally no reason to spoil picks. Absolutely no reason. It's the most frustrating thing ever. So frustrating. Like, I don't want to see the picks. Nobody wants to see that. This is not the time where you have to be the first one. Nobody cares. This is you lose points at this point. Yeah, I'm not. All my push notifications off. So until Sunday. Albert Breer's leaking them too, apparently. Ari Merov or whatever the heck his name was. Ari. Like, why? Why would you leak? So frustrating. Jordan Schultz is leaking stuff. Like, so annoying. All right, so let's see. Saints. There's got to be somewhere in the trenches. I don't know. Trevor Penning. What's his name? Ryan Ramczyk. He's done. He retired. So maybe they go offensive line, but we'll see. We will see. I'm gonna stay off Twitter though. I'm not even gonna check it. Not even gonna check it. Yeah, Bryce need a weapon. Big time. Hey, I said Tet reminds me of Dotson, not Dotson. Yeah, not Jahan Dotson, but Josh Dotson. I think he's way better, though. I like him as a big X, but he is really in love with the game. Is he really in love with the game? I think so. There are some tall receivers in this draft. We could snag one late. Jaden Higgins is a tall dude. I could see it. Last time an Arizona Wildcat went this high. Gotta be. I love that fit, though. I think that's great. We need some QBs and tight ends to be picked real quick. That'll help us out. We do. We need to run at tight ends and quarterbacks. Definitely. Dane Hall, don't hate on Xavier Legette. Dude's gonna be a boss. I love Legette. He's my little South Carolina boy. I love his accent. I was born in South Carolina too, Greenville. But I think Ted McMillan's just a different breed. I think he's just better. I think he's better. Saints pick is in. I have no idea what's gonna happen here, honestly. Saints, they've been a wild card. I doubt they're not going Shedeur. That'd be the most surprising pick for me. I'd bet my life they're not going Shedeur. They're not high on him at all. I woke up thinking it's Connerly. Look at out eating some raccoon by the fire, watching the shit from the projector. Yeah, if he even has a projector. He probably just has two people like reenacting it. The draft hats are nice. They are nice. I got a Washington one. I think I literally already packed it up. I told you I'm so ahead of the game with packing right now. Saints pick, here it comes. I do like their jerseys. Kelvin Banks Jr. offensive tackle. It makes sense. I mean, their offensive line's bad. Like I said, they lost Ryan Ramczyk. Trevor Penning's not good. Yeah, don't spoil any picks. Do not spoil picks. We do not spoil picks in this chat. We are anti-spoil. Like what don't the Saints need? They need everything they do. I thought they would go edge rusher, honestly. Saints do need a corner. I remember when it didn't used to be that way. It was so much better than it was. It was so much better. But we're here to make the draft great again. Saints getting Arch next year or Gabriel. I could see them getting Tyler Shuck. Or like they'll get like Quinn Ewers. Watch. They'll get him in like the third. Teddy Bruschi. I can't remember. Should they're getting drunk. He's going to the Steelers. Gotta be. Mike said, did I hear you say you might be hiring someone to help you out full-time with this? I wish I could. Please give me more info on how to better contact you. I eat, sleep, breathe this team all day, every day. Mike, you never know. I got some big things cooking up. We'll see. We'll be in touch. I got music production. I'll take it. As long as I don't get copyright hit. YouTube absolutely hates people doing well, unless you're Mr. Beast. Carolina doing Carolina things. Horrible pick. I like it, Murrow. I like it. Arch next year. Legette and Kennedy, two of a kind. Run on tackles helps us. It does. Simmons, Ohio State will go the next 10 picks too. I think so. I mean, his medical is coming back good. All right, shout out to Adam Schefter. He just now tweeted the Kelvin Banks pick. So, like, that I like. That I like. I don't think Arch want to play with Ewers again, if that. Yeah. I didn't even like him. I don't like Ewers. I'm not that high on I'm not really that high on Arch Manning either, honestly. No James going to want to deal with Dion interference. Bears up. The Bears, man, I feel like this is the worst. This was the worst scenario for the Bears. They wanted Jeanty, he's gone. They wanted Kelvin Banks, he's gone. Oh. I don't know what the heck the Bears do here. Who's best of it? Does it tell me? Tyler Warren. They've been linked to Tyler Warren. They've been linked to Tyler Warren a lot. If Mike Green's still available at 29, the NFL knows something we don't. Yeah, that's not good if he's there at 29. Tyler Warren to the Bears. I think the Bears fans still think they're getting Caleb. Was a better rookie quarterback. He's not. Probably Warren or Hampton. That's what I'm leaning to. Adam Rank is a rat. God, who do they go? You can always do best available tab 2, but this is good enough for now. Damn, they really missed out. The Bears really missed out. The top 2 players they wanted were not there. It's got to be Warren. So the schedule release is May 14th, guys. Just announced. Just announced May 14th. May 14th. Let's go. May 14th, we'll know our full schedule. We can set our travel schedule on May 14th. Bears pick is in. Hampton makes the most sense. Feel about the Ramsey rumors. I think we checked in. But I don't think there's any serious interest. I would hate the move, to be honest with you. Bears current tight end Cole Kmet, which he's decent, but you know damn well Ben Johnson wants a legit, true threat at tight end, especially after having Sam Laporta. Either way, Aaron Rodgers still owns them. Yep. Give Caleb a safety blanket. Will Johnson's BPA here for me. Skins Eagles week 1 Thursday night opener. I could see it. Please know that you are in our thoughts and prayers. But yeah, do not spoil any picks, please. The game and the community will never be forgotten. His legacy will continue. I've taken everyone off of my list that was spoiling picks. 50 years ago, with the 4th pick in the 1975 NFL draft, the Chicago Bears selected one of Stephen Michael's teammates and closest friend. And then San Francisco is up next. Yeah, RP Mongo. Walter would go on to rush for nearly 17,000 yards and 110 touchdowns over 13 seasons. We're definitely getting more primetime games. Absolutely. There's still a chance we can go overseas. I think Warren goes here, honestly. But also his commitment to give back to his community with the Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year award. So with the 10th pick, here we go. Here's the pick. The Chicago Bears select Coulson Loveland, tight end Wow. Surprising pick. First surprising pick of the night. Coulson Loveland over Tyler Warren. Wow. Wow. That surprised me. That surprised me. The dude is like still in an arm sling right now, too, isn't he? Wow. I'm sorry, but Justine Anderson pisses me off so much. She complains about everything. Now this is crazy. Now who do the 49ers get? I was talking to one of my buddies. My guy that he's got intel on the 49ers. He said the pick is, he told me this at 4:00 this afternoon. He said the pick's either going to be James Pierce Jr. or Mikuel Williams. So I trust him with my life. He's the one that told me about the Chase Young trade like 3 hours before it happened. And told me a little bit about the Debo trade too. So he was one of my minor sources on that. So I trust my life with this guy. If it's James Pierce Jr., holy shit. I would be so if he's right, this is a big test. This is live. I'm not gonna say his name, but my guy, he lives here in Austin too, but he does a lot of stuff. Got a lot of stuff for the 49ers. He's a big source of mine. He said they would go either James Pierce Jr. or Mikuel Williams at 11. So we will see. But wow. I like Warren too. I just don't think he's good as Bowers. I think he's amazing, man. I love Warren so much. I like Warren more than Coulson Loveland. That pick surprised me. Jaden's on the primetime poster. Yeah, we're going to be playing some primetime games. Definitely. I'll be down for the Jags game in London, bro. Why not? Beats FedEx. Bro, I will go to London. I've always wanted to go. I love UK women, by the way. First off, I've never been to the UK, but I've met plenty of UK women. Love them. But I've always wanted to go over to the UK, so I would be all in on that trip. My passport would be ready. No way they took him over Warren. I'm surprised. I'm just as surprised as y'all. Michigan, two in the top 10. That is crazy. He's like hurt right now. He's probably not even gonna be ready by training camp. He had that giant thing, like he had that giant cushion under his arm. He's in an arm sling with like the little ball you're supposed to hold. Like his injury did not look good. I think Luther Burden goes to I think the Broncos shock everybody and go Luther Burden. If Amarian Hampton's not there, if Amarian Hampton is there, I think they go Hampton. But I think they would go Luther Burden. That's insane in a bus. Quote me. I agree. I don't see it with Loveland either. I don't see it either. It's going in our favor. It is. So far, the board's falling great for us. Loveland over Warren is crazy. Bears will be Bears. Reach. I think they freaked out. 49ers should take Jade Baron. I can see that too. Loveland over Warren's crazy. Is there something about Warren we don't know about? No, not at all. It's just how the board's falling. And there was a lot of reports that some teams had Coulson Loveland over Tyler Warren just because he might be the better route runner, better athlete. But, I mean, hell, Tyler Warren, in my opinion, is a top 5 guy this draft. Warren might get scooped by the Cowboys. They got Jake Ferguson, though. My wife is a Penn State fan. We watched every game. Warren was the best player on the field. Hell yeah. And he's a Virginia boy. Crossing my fingers that the Commanders play the Dolphins in Madrid as my sister's going to be posted by their Navy in a couple months. That'd be sick. That would be sick. And then who is it? The Chargers are going somewhere too. Isn't it like Brazil? I think we're playing them. So we'll see. What you think Jerry Jones finna do with the Cowboys? I think they go Amarian Hampton or Matthew Golden. I think that's what happens. Loveland over Warren is like Forbes over Gonzalez. I love that. This ESPN announcer said the Bears had no weapons last year. Yeah, they're smoking crack. They said it was like the best team of all time in the offseason. Let me turn this down. I feel like it's getting loud. Teams are reaching. I feel like this is the worst case scenario for the Bears, honestly. From how they wanted things to go, I don't like how the board fell for them. Maybe everyone's telling me that Loveland's the better fit. I guess. I got some buddies that cover the Bears. The Bears fans are pissed. Everyone's saying F grade, F grade. Hell yeah. I'm not a fan. Maybe I'll be wrong. I'll eat my words, but I feel like the Bears made the wrong pick. Why not go Walter Nolan? Why not go, get your left tackle? You've been trying to finish up. Coulson Loveland at 10. Holy shit. I thought he was going to go to the Chargers. So now I'm really, really sure that Amarian Hampton's not going to fall to us. I hope the Cowboys draft O-line. I do not want them to get Hampton or Henderson. Oh, if they get Henderson, I'm going to be pissed. If they get Henderson, I'm going to be pissed. Pick is in for the 49ers. Like I said, guys, if my guy's right, he said it's going to either be James Pierce Jr. or it's going to be Mikuel Williams at this pick. And like I said, he told me that at like 4 o'clock, so we'll see. We will see. I can see the Cowboys going Matthew Gold, maybe. Yeah, Texas boy, they love him a lot. I think we're either going to trade down or up. I don't think we trade up. Trade up for an edge at this point. I just don't see it. I have a feeling a lot of quality players are going to fall to us. I think so. I think the board's falling really good to us. I think the board's falling to us really good. Edge should start to go soon. Yeah, I think Edge goes here to the 49ers. I think that's the pick. I just don't know who. Chicago fans freaking out. Cole Kmet's probably the best player in their offense. They do run a lot of 12 personnel, but still. Watch the Cowboys and go Shadur. Oh, I would love it. Love watching Bears fans squirm like a worm. This is a Ben Johnson pick with Loveland. Oh yeah, this is a Ben Johnson hand pick. And I guarantee you it's in his contract. He's probably like, Ryan Poles, go sit down, go watch TV. Let me go to work. That's definitely a Ben Johnson pick. AP looking at the board, then smiling. Damn, this ghost got me burping. The board is falling in our favor. It is. Cole Kmet, is it year 3 or 4? I feel like he's been there for a little bit. But they like Cole Kmet. Maybe unless Ben Johnson just hates him. I don't see that. '11th pick. Mikuel Williams. All right, my guy was right. Mikuel Williams. I like that. I think he's a stud. Damn, Mikuel Williams on that defense. That's a really good pick. That might be my favorite pick so far in the draft. Mikuel Williams on that defense. Oh, my God. Look at that. 6'5", 260. He's a beast. They paid Cole, too. Yep. Dallas is definitely taking one of the running backs. I think that it's for me, it's got to be Matthew Golden or Amarian Hampton. Coulson Loveland is sort of like a Zach Ertz type. Yep, super reliable, incredible routes. Oh, my God, Dallas pick. So, no, don't spoil nothing. I have not seen anything. Damn, I was hoping Mikuel would fall further. I was hoping he would fall to us, too. Logan Poulsen liked Loveland a lot, but I think he'd agree it's a reach at 11. OMFG, this Dallas pick is hilarious, bro. All right, do not say nothing. I am not checking my phone. Who is it? Now I'm so interested. What is Jerry going to do at pick 12? Jerry. Please, no spoilers. Let's see. Pick is in. They didn't take long. Let's see.
Mikuel Williams, the first player ever out of Georgia to be selected by San Francisco in the first round in the common draft era. And so the Dallas Cowboys selection is in. Interesting one to make with a new head coach.
All right, hurry up. Here he comes.
The Cowboys at 12, ready to make the selection.
Here we go.
In the 2025 NFL Draft, the Dallas Cowboys select Tyler Booker, guard.
Tyler Booker. Damn. I mean, I don't hate that. I'm surprised. I'm really, really surprised. Damn, not my Alabama guy. Shit. Who said Shadur? Destroying. Cowboys probably love Kelvin Banks. Yeah, look at Jalen Monroe. He hyped. Damn. Cowboys go Tyler Booker. I hate that because that's one of my guys. I mean, they were getting old on the line. Guys retiring. I did not see him going that high. That shakes the board up. That shakes the board up. That shakes the board up. So, yeah, Zach Martin's replacement, Tyler Booker. That shakes the board up, y'all. That shakes the board up. I think he's my guard one too, but damn, that is kind of high. But they needed that. They needed that. The board is falling right. Yeah, Zach Martin retired, so I get it. I guess they're banking on wide receiver later on. They're banking on running back in this loaded draft. That's fine. This board is falling great. We need the edges to keep sliding. Makes sense. I only laughed because it was either Golden or Hampton, and I was happy they didn't get playmaker. I'm with you. I'm surprised. Over Gray Zable, isn't it? Gray Zable is a beast. I love him. Tyler Booker is a good pick. It's not a sexy pick, but it's a good pick. It's not sexy. They got Tyler Smith, Cooper Beebe, Tyler Booker. That's a solid line, y'all. They're building a line. I can't hate on it. Brian Schottenheimer bringing back Smash Mouth run game. I would bet a lot that he drafts Caleb Johnson. Caleb Johnson is a great fit for them. As much as I hate to say it, that is a great fit for them. No way they just did that. Cowboys fans going to crash out. Board looking good to trade back out of. It is. We are 16 picks away. That's crazy. It's actually going by pretty fast. We've been live for an hour and a half. I know we're only on pick 13, but it actually feels like it's going by fast. Cowboys already paid Dak for some mistakes, so they're going to reach on offensive line. Yep. The board is falling, y'all. The board is falling. Yeah, Denver's been trying to move up. We might be able to trade back with some of the guys who are falling. I agree. Micah's sick right now. All right, I'm just tweeting out without looking. The board is falling well for Washington so far. Yeah, someone literally just tweeted that out. Forbes and Gonzalez, you can't even see it. That's pretty much the same thing as Loveland over Warren. That's funny. As we said that. The board is falling well, guys. I'm not looking at the timeline. I'm looking. Tyler Booker is a good ass dude. I love him. Tyler Booker's a good ass dude. I love him. So he played at Alabama. I hate when my guys, Trayvon Diggs did it. I hate when my guys go, to a division rival. It happened with the Giants, the Eagles. I hate it, man. Dolphins on the clock. This is where it gets interesting. They need everything. They really need offensive line. They really need offensive line. The Dolphins are probably going to draft Kenneth Grant if I had to guess. That's a really good fit. I think Kenneth Grant fits. They need D tackle. They need offensive line. This is too high for a safety. I know they lost Javon Holland. This is too high for a safety. Maybe they trade back. Pick is in. They're not trading. Pick is in. We just got the notification. I know y'all see it. Pick is in. Almost halfway to the pick of the good guys. I love how the board's falling for us. Cowboys offensive line. Tyler G. Tyler S. And they got, Cooper Beebe too. Tyler B. They got Cooper Beebe as well. Mike Green legit may be there. I don't know. I think Mike Green goes to the Falcons. They love him. What the heck are the Dolphins going to do? They need all sorts of stuff like the Saints do. Yeah. I think this will be a surprise pick. If I had to guess, I'm not looking. Please don't say anything. All right, good. If I had to guess, hell, they could shock everybody and take Tyler Warren. That would be my surprise pick. What I think will happen, I could see Josh Simmons. That's another one. They said Derek Harmon's going to be the best fit. I could see Walter Nolan. They're not trading. Their pick is in. So let's go back up here and get ready for it. Corner, I could see Will Johnson. I could see Jade Baron because he can play corner. He can play safety. He can do all sorts of stuff. Someone's going to swing on Shamar Stewart soon. I'm telling y'all, people are overthinking Shamar Stewart too. If he's there at 29, you turn that card in. I love Shamar Stewart. You can look at the stats, say, he only had 1.5 sacks last year. What happened? Texas A&M needs to be arrested for what they did. Walter Nolan, they were so bad. Walter Nolan said, I'm getting the hell out of here because my production sucks. He went to Ole Miss. Now he's a first-round guy. Nick Scorton was a top 10 pick, at Purdue. Goes to Texas A&M. His production drops. Shamar Stewart, no production. Nobody on that defense had production. It's not just a Shamar Stewart thing. It is a real thing. That defense, I'm telling you, if you still watch the film, Shamar Stewart is so explosive. He is so good. This is a corner. We'll see. 3 Tylers on one offensive line is crazy. Cooper Beebe is ass. Tyler B is our center bud. I haven't watched Cooper Beebe, but damn, I was high on Cooper Beebe, to be honest with you. Jerry Jones did say Dallas was at his best when their run game was on point. I mean, he's not lying. Good teams usually have good offensive lines, and you got to have a good run game. If Emeka is still there at 29, would you take him? I do like him a lot, but I do want to trade back so bad. If Tyreek Hill wants out and gets traded, then maybe the wide receiver for the Dolphins. Maybe Golden. Corner has to come off the board soon. Yeah. Oh, yeah, they also did have Tyler Biadasz before we got him, so they had a ton of Tylers on the offensive line. So, pick is in. I mean, maybe we get a hell of a corner that falls to Washington. Dolphins select. Somebody said it earlier. Waiting for it to pop up on the screen. Kenneth Grant, defensive tackle out of Michigan. Some people thought he would fall. I had him going to the Bengals. So, wow, Kenneth Grant. I mean, they do need help on the D line overall. They No on Igbuka at 29. Grant, wow. There we go. Dolphins got their guy. Yeah, they did like him. I hope Jaylen Walker keeps falling so the Bucks pick him and Jihad falls to us. This is the line. I'm telling y'all, this draft is falling so well. Chris too predictable. I like Grant. I like Grant a lot too. Board is falling. No corners taken so far. Guys, 29 looks juicy. I know things can change. Pick 14 is already in. This has to be Tyler Warren. This has to be Tyler. If this is not Tyler Warren, I will fall out of my seat. This has to be Tyler Warren. Yeah, Kenneth Grant's a stud. Big effort, big time playmaker. Going to Miami. I mean, he won this one. Bengals have taken 2 defensive tackles pretty recent. I don't think they go D tackle again. Maybe DN. Imagine if they had Mike Green and Trey Hendrickson. That's crazy. We need to trade back. What if Will Johnson falls to us? It might. Yeah, Tyler Warren is a Shane Steichen tight end. I guarantee you they are celebrating right now. If the board falls nicely past Denver, we just cannot trade back. I'm telling y'all. So the first 13 picks have been 9 offensive players and 5 defense. That's great for Washington. Great for Washington. All of the offensive players are starting to go off the board. We need to, in my opinion, we need to focus on defense as much as possible. Jaden Daniels can do what he does on offense. Jaden Daniels doesn't play defense, so we need somebody to step up there. 9 offensive players, only 5 on defense. So that's why the board is falling great for us. Jacoby, the way the draft is going, I can see us really training back. Hopefully we get some offers from other teams. The Colts pick is in. Tyler Warren. We know what happened. By God, what a fit. Talk about the draft falling. The draft fell perfectly for them. Look at Glen Allen, Virginia. Shout out to my guy. Virginia boy. Yeah. Crazy take, but we trade up to 18 and pass the Bucks and take an edge. Ooh, that is a crazy take. Johnson falls to 29 and run to the phone. Yeah. Got to get ahead of the Bucks for an edge. I think they want that outside linebacker edge type. Now, what do the Falcons do here? I think they go Mike Green. But I don't think they expected Jaylen Walker to be on the board there. I don't think the Falcons expected Jaylen Walker to be available. Georgia player, staying in Atlanta. It makes a lot of sense. He's going to be that edge type linebacker, hybrid. He fits really well. I think he does really fit what the Falcons do. So Mike Green has been my pick for a while, but I didn't expect Jaylen Walker to be there. But I don't think they expected Jaylen Walker to be there either. Next, Dallas Clark and Indy, perfect fit. Tyler Warren's ultimate safety blanket. Yeah. Now he just needs a quarterback. I feel bad for him because he either has Anthony Richardson or Daniel Jones. If Donovan Ezraku's on the board, we can't trade back. I love Donovan. We trade peanuts for Tunzel so we don't have to draft any OL early. AP Masterclass. Exactly. And it's perfect because no good tackles were going to fall to us at 29. If Will Johnson falls, which I doubt, we can't trade back. It's going to be tough. Warren to the Colts. Colts got their guy. Yep. They have to take Jaylen Walker. They got to be honest with you. 14 picks left, y'all. Do not underestimate the need for the Falcons to take an interior defensive lineman. Harmon is a great option here. It is. Can't go wrong with either of those recommended picks. Yeah. Is Mike Green going to fall at 29? I'm sorry, but if Mike Green's there at 29, you can't trade back. You can't. So Will Johnson has those, he had some medical red flags. There's some questions about his long speed. Mechanicsville, Virginia, getting the shout out on TV. Let's go. There you go. All T High School, baby. Let's go. Love that for Tyler Warren. Virginia boy repping. Let's go. Now Mike Green is a top 10 pick. Yeah, if he falls that 4, I would be surprised. Guys, our pick is coming up. It's crazy. We're already on pick 15. Does Mike Green make it past the Ravens and Lions? That's a great question. Does he even make it past the Falcons? Izaraku's better than Green, but I would be happy with either one. I don't know. Tyler Warren was one of the highest Richmond, Virginia area draftees ever. All T High School in the house. Yep. Something's wrong if he makes it to 29. Absolutely. But like I said, John Keim said that Mike Green was on their board. Like if you name drop him, I'm taking that with a lot of weight. I'm fine with whatever pick we pick for Super Bowl. For me, I like it. Would you take Starks if he falls? Depends who's there, but I don't think he would be my top option. I don't think he'd be my top option. Yeah, this draft is falling really good for us. Draft is falling well, man. 2 other teams tried to trade up to that number 2 pick for the Browns. Ultimately, it went to the Jaguars. So I'm not checking my timeline. I'm just checking notifications. God. So speaking of like draft value points, the Browns will receive 5,512 points on the Fitzgerald Spielberg draft chart. The Jaguars will gain 3,610. The 1,902 point difference is worth about the 8th overall pick, a massive haul for the Browns. So, damn. So really, I mean, it's hard to look at that and say the Browns didn't win the trade. That is a huge difference. If you've been following me, you've heard me talk about draft value points and stuff like that, talking about, those values. 1,902 point difference is insane. They're saying the Browns won this trade by a margin of the 8th overall pick in the draft. That is, that's next level craziness. When they say they got a haul, that is a haul. So, hell, obviously Washington's not going to come anywhere close to that kind of win if they trade back. But damn, it kind of gets me excited seeing what a team would trade up for quarterback. So if the Browns want to trade up for a quarterback, the Giants want to trade up for a quarterback. If they want that pick, tell them to come get it. Tell them to come get it. Let's see. Mike said I'm still going out on a limb. KC wants to jump Buffalo. They trade us 31.95 for 29.128. I wouldn't hate it, but I do want an extra pick. So maybe you trade back from 31 again and get another pick. That'd be nice. So best available according to Mel: Shadur Sanders, Jaylen Walker, Will Johnson, Amarian Hampton, and Josh Simmons on the board. The Falcons are taking every second for this pick, by the way. There's 50 seconds left. I don't know why they got to do this. Michael said, JT, it'll be nice if we get a nose tackle in the later rounds, learn from a veteran we just got from free agency. I could see it. Yeah, schedule release May 14th. Who are the Falcons going to pick? How can someone call Mike Green a top 10 pick if you didn't get picked the top 10? Never know what will happen. Yep. If Washington stays at 29, it will be Derek Harmon. Okay. I think Falcons go Jaylen Walker. The pick is finally in. They waited till the last second. Seems like teams are trusting their scouting from freshman to sophomore as well. Guys like Malachi Starks and James Pierce Jr., who were projected high. Greenstill's high projection. Perhaps there isn't enough behind the allegations. We'll see. He did have the best production out of any edge rusher in this class, too. Josh, what big names do you think could be there at 29 that we may not be expected an hour ago? Will Johnson. I'm trying to think who else. Jade Baron. I mean, it's the draft. I don't think this draft could fall any better for Washington, honestly. Do I like Shedeur? I think he's okay. I don't think he'll be good, though. I don't think so. I would have hated to pick him. Falcons getting calls. My TV still shows pick isn't in. So the pick just came in finally. They took every second. Starks could go anytime now. I could see him going to the Ravens. If we need a QB at 29, would you want him? No. I think Shedeur is like a late second round guy. A lot of that is future value. I think the Jags, when talking about that trade value, Jags win 10 next year and Browns win 3 and 4, but still not sold on Khan as an owner. Yeah. All depends how good the Jaguars' first round pick is. That's true as well. Falcons were probably trying to move back. They probably were. Hopefully Pittsburgh doesn't draft Sanders with the 21st pick so teams can trade back with us. That's best case scenario. That is honestly best case scenario. Jahad Campbell would be great. I don't like a 1-1 trade back for the Commanders. We must gain a pick. Oh, yeah, got to. 20s left. Walker, edge, or linebacker. I'd say both. A lot of people are seeing him as an edge guy. Here we go. Pick is in. Yep, there it goes. There it goes. Pick is in, exactly what we thought. Jaylen Walker out of Georgia. Makes a lot of sense. That is incredible value for them. And look at him wearing the red and black. He's staying in Georgia. Staying in Georgia. I know he's happy. Wow. That's great value for them. That is great value for them. I trust AP. Yep. There goes Jaylen Walker. That's a great pick for them. I mean, people thought he was going to go top 10, and they got him at 15. Cardinals. God, what do they do? What do the Cardinals do? Drop your predictions in the chat. What do the Cardinals do? I've been every time I did a mock draft, I was doing either Jade Baron or Will Johnson. But man, let's do something real quick. Let's do this. Best available: Will Johnson, Jade Baron, Derek Harmon, James Pierce Jr., Walter Nolan, Maxwell Harrison, Jahad Campbell, Mike Green, Amarian Hampton, Shamar Stewart, Matthew Golden, Josh Simmons, Nick Almani, Donovan Ezraku, Darius Alexander, Trayvon Henderson. So we're on pick what? Pick 16. So we have 13 more picks left. Let's just go down, say 13th best player left. So Johnson, Baron, blah, blah, blah. I mean, guys, we can get. I don't want Nick Almani at all. God. Trayvon Henderson, Donovan Ezraku, Shamar Stewart, Josh Simmons, Matthew Golden. Somebody's going to be there at 13, y'all. Or 29, but 13 more picks from now. Somebody's going to be there. Now let's just pray the Cardinals don't take every second like the Falcons did. Man, what do the Cardinals do? Mike Green makes sense. James Pierce, best defensive player available for the Cardinals. Take James Pierce. I really hope somebody takes James Pierce. I really hope so. Definitely a corner. Cardinals go defense. It's got to be Maxwell Harrison to the Commanders. I could see it. I think this is where Johnson goes. I'm leaning Will Johnson. Mike Green, Walter Nolan makes sense too. I'd rather have Nick Almani than Shamar Stewart. I wouldn't, honestly. I think there's more bust potential with Nick Almani than there is Shamar Stewart, honestly. That's just what I think. I think people are overthinking Shamar Stewart. It's going to be Nick just because you said that. Hey, it's fine with me. Cardinals go Maxwell Harrison. I think Igbuka has a decent chance at being there. Oh, yeah. The only run at wide receivers I could see is the Packers and, Chargers, but you'd probably have to play Igbuka outside because they have Ladd McConkey. But Broncos, Packers for Igbuka's best case scenario for them. I've seen a lot of negative comments on Nicky's tape this week. Yeah, he makes some really good plays sometimes, but then there's some plays you're like, what the hell is he doing? I think he goes early second or like mid-second, honestly. Cards new coach is Justin Frye from Ohio State. That might take Simmons to pair with Paris Johnson. That'd be kind of sick. So Mel Kiper said, he said he could be Matthew Golden to go outside of Marvin Harrison Jr. It could go Walter Nolan at D tackle. Jade Baron really fits. I agree. It wasn't. I kind of heard they did, but there was nothing that put out about it, so I didn't really take it to serious account. Maxwell could go to the Cardinals. I think Igbuka, I already read that. Cardinals need to replace Kazir White. Such a deep draft, though. Cardinals new. I already read that one too. Duh. Cardinals could go Jahad Campbell. I could see that too. Pick is in. Some might not like, but Gray Zable, Washington 29. He would fill tackle or guard hole instantly. Pick is in. All right, energy drink is done. Oh, yeah, I do have a snack. Sour strip bites. These are awesome. I like the rainbow ones better, but they were out, so I got these. So I'm going to have some sour strip bites if I can open the bag. But the pick is in. Here we go. Okay. Walter Nolan. Damn, that's good. That's good. It's a breath of fresh air. No one around here ain't making this pick. Bro, thank Jesus. I like Gray Zable a lot too. I'm not going to turn my nose up to an offensive lineman at 29. Not at all. Sour strips are amazing. The bites are my favorite. I like the strips, but the bites are better. Guys, I really hope. I think this is a perfect spot for Jahad Campbell, but I really hope they go James Pierce Jr. Really hope so. Please. Please, please, please. I like that pick. I like Walter Nolan to the Cardinals. Great value. People had San Fran getting him at 11. Yeah, I think they definitely want him too. They definitely wanted him. Donovan Jackson. I like Donovan Jackson. I've been saying I think he's a guy that could surprise people and go in the first. We do need edge rushers to fall, but a lot of people thought James Pierce Jr. would go to the second. So if he gets taken here, that's one more edge rusher that's falling to us, if you get what I'm putting down. James Pierce, every mock draft I've seen had James Pierce Jr. going to the second. If you're putting him here, that's one more person that could have gone to the Bengals, like a Mike Green, like a Jahad Campbell. That's big. That's really big. To be honest with you, I didn't want James Pierce Jr. I didn't like what I heard about him. I didn't like it at all. If the Bengals don't take an offensive player, the fans might march on the team headquarters. They might go Donovan Jackson because they don't have a guard. Maybe they go corner. Maybe they go Johnson. Board is very sexy right now for sure. Yeah, but if they don't take an edge rusher, that's even better. I can see it both ways. But for me, taking a player that's projected to go in the second round in the first, that's just one more player that could fall to us. 11 picks left before us, and the options are wide open. Come on. Will Johnson on the board. Very surprised. Yeah. I have this. Let me take this off real quick because I have this graphic I'm working on. I just don't want nobody to see it yet. I did 2, and both players are still there, so we'll see what happens. But I'm not going to get too ahead of myself and start making one for another player until it happens, but it's cooking up. I'm probably not going to be able to do a graphic for every single pick. We'll see what happens while I'm live. Got articles to write as well. I'm going to be up late tonight. I'm going to be up so late tonight. But I'm going to do a graphic for at least our first pick. Will Johnson is very surprising. Bengals are going defense for sure. Have to. We need bodies. Trade back no matter what. I'm still with it because of how the board's falling too. Bengals are the Shamar Stewart team in your opinion? I could see it. At a freak athlete like that. Do you think AP will be reaching out or waiting for the calls? I think both. I think you definitely do both. You at least know what you have there. So the pick is in for the Bengals. You at least know what you have there. So when the time comes at 29, obviously things change. If a player falls that you weren't expecting, then you're like, okay, someone might call you at while you're about to be on the clock at 29, and you start to get that surprise phone call that you didn't get earlier. You think we still trade out of the first round? I mean, I'm not ruling it out because of how the board's falling. The board's falling perfectly. Could not ask for better. We don't need bodies. We need studs. I agree. I know Merle was looking for this one. We'll see what happens. Do you think we try out the first round? I think it's still possible. Do you think all OL and DL would have to be gone for Washington draft skill position player at 29? I'm not ruling it out. AP knows the value in the trenches. Is there any way we trade up to get some of these people who are falling? I don't think so. I think the draft is falling too well right now. I think this is falling perfectly. Let's see. Let's see. He said Bengals, Mike Green's. What you think? We'll see. Wouldn't surprise me. So this is something I'm about to tweet out. I love how the board's falling. 29 is going to have a really good pick, but the value player at 33 and 34 will be better than you thought. So I'm not ruling out, staying put at 29. I'm not ruling out trading back because I did not think that it would really fall this well for Washington, but I should never doubt. We got AP in here, so we'll see. So Schefter just said they're still talking to Trey Hendrickson. Haven't gotten a deal yet, so he expects it to be an edge. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm still torn, honestly. 4 teams before us. I need an edge rusher. Yeah. Kenan watched the Eagles win the Super Bowl and said, yeah, give me all the high motor defensive linemen. Here we go. Pick is in. Shamar Stewart it is. Wow. Shamar Stewart to the Bengals. Ron would have traded up. Yeah, he would have freaked out. So yeah, I like that pick. I told people he was still going to go high. I said he would still go in the top 20. I think people were overthinking that majorly. Do not sleep on Nick Gordon, y'all. Nick Gordon at 29's in play. I said it like 3 weeks ago. I think people are overthinking Nick Gordon too. Just turn on the film. Nick Gordon looks so good. There he is on the left side, number 11. Boom. Yep. Stewart's gone. So, I mean, they were just saying the defensive line coach, the defense was bad at A&M. I think Nick Gordon's so good. I think that's what happens. He about knocked over Goodell. Goodell's like, what the hell? Someone said the mock draft simulator wasn't even falling as good for us. I got TB3. The Seahawks are trying to trade down. I feel like Mike Green, man, that'd be sick. Seahawks are trying to trade down. They should get Gray Zable, but the Seahawks and Bucks are both trying to trade down. Maybe they want someone to come up and get a quarterback. Stop it. Make a pick. Do not let somebody come up and get Shedeur. I remember seeing Shamar at the Senior Bowl, and I was like, holy shit, this guy's massive. Seahawks draft Hampton, that'd be crazy. They said the Seahawks were open to trading one of their running backs. Realistically, the Seahawks probably take Will Johnson here to pair with Mike McDonald. Yeah. Minnesota has to trade back. They only have 4 picks. You thought we didn't have any picks. Minnesota's struggling. Can get scored after a trade back. I would love that. AP not taking a running back at 29. Bro, we want Tampa to trade back after us. I do want them to trade back, but also, I don't know. Because damn, we do need some quarterbacks to go. I just really want to trade back and still get a good player and some picks. That's what I want, man. I just want someone to want a quarterback so bad. So, yeah, pick is in. No trade back. They're happy. All right, no spoilers. Realistically, 3 is a comp. 1 is a comp pick. That's crazy. Yeah, it is crazy. Pick is in. I think, gun to my head, they do need a wide receiver. Matthew Golden, I have him as a second round wide receiver. I said this, like 2 weeks ago. People were like, what? Emeka Egbuka, they need a slot guy. All they have, I mean, I don't know. Lockett's gone. DK's gone. All I got's Cooper Kupp. Yeah, there hasn't been as many trades as people thought. The 18th pick, Seahawks select Gray Zable. Oh, yeah, they do got Jackson Smith and Jigba. Completely forgot about that. Gray Zable. So they go guard as they should have. They need an offensive line so bad. Gray Zable's a beast, man. That was another guy I watched at the Senior Bowl. I was just like, holy shit, this guy's a beast. Gray Zable. That's good. We needed that. Broncos need a wide receiver bad. I don't want to see one go there. Yeah. They'll probably go Luther Burden. But damn, they might get Matthew Golden, honestly. The two wide receivers are already slot guys with Jack Smith and Jake Bud Cup. We may pick tonight after all. We'll see. Will is falling. Offensive weapons are sliding down. Will Johnson's falling. Man, bro, if we get Will Johnson at 29. Oh, my God. Can you imagine Will Johnson? Yeah, he actually picked a guard in round one. That's crazy. They learned. That was the correct selection. Tampa might take Will Johnson. I think that's a really good fit, too. Man. This is a crazy pick because they could go Jahad Campbell. Sleeper pick is Maxwell Harrison. They like Maxwell Harrison a lot. And I was listening to Tampa Bay Trey from PFF talk. He's a Tampa Bay guy, obviously. When they were doing their mock draft, he said, don't be surprised if it's Maxwell Harrison because he fits perfectly. Damn, we're going to a commercial. Knock my can over. I love this board. The board's falling perfectly. I think they go Will Johnson. The other corners are bad. Excuse me eating the snack, y'all, but I had to. Dude, Jahad Campbell is such a good fit. And the Alabama in me, I will rejoice. Can you imagine him coming off the edge? Yeah, I don't know what his exact medicals are, but it didn't sound good. I forgot what he had wrong. Was his foot or something? Mingo running back. See, this is the thing. The way the board's falling, it really makes TreVeyon Henderson not really the best option at 29. The board's falling too good to get a running back, in my opinion. Jahad, Will Johnson, Pierce, all home run picks for us. The only thing about Pierce is that they didn't, when Kime put out his little intel, he name dropped Mike Green, but he didn't say anything about James Pierce being on their radar. So we'll see. I hate the board for the Bucks begging to trade back if I'm chasing. Yeah, probably. What was Will's medical? I can't remember. I think it was his foot. I can't remember. Tampa goes safety. Ooh, that'd be perfect. Take Nick Almani, please. If Johnson and Zaraki are both available at 29, who do you pick? Fuck. Oh. I would have to say Will Johnson just because I have him running tire. I would have to go Will Johnson. Predictions on Denver. I'm going to say Emeka Egbuka. Well, it's either Egbuka or Amarian Hampton. It's got to be one of those. Man, I'm going to say Amarian Hampton. Corner from Texas would be a Swiss Army knife. Yeah, he fits really well, too. I think we're going to player we want at 29. Now it just depends if we trade back or not. Yep. I want us to sit and take a defensive player at 29 now. I'm with you. TreVeyon's not worth it at all right now. I'm going to be honest with you. He's not at all. Neither is Femi Oladejo. Love Femi. He's never been worth the 29th pick, in my opinion. Surely Denver is going offensive skill position player. They have to. I would have said James Pierce doesn't love football. Everything about James Pierce was that he just wasn't coachable. Coaches said he was a pain in the ass. Tampa gets Starks. That'd be amazing. That would be amazing. I like Jahad being mentored by our linebackers. Yeah. I mean, he's really going to be like that Micah Parsons type, going from linebacker to edge. But he can do it all. If Jahad Campbell's there, you can do so much with him. Someone so good is going to fall to us or drop to us. Yep. Can't wait. Board looks good, only 12. Good 12, only 10 picks away. Yeah, this is crazy. That's nuts. 10 picks away. If we get Carson Schwarzenegger, I will end the stream immediately. I think AP only take Igbuka or Golden day one. Golden at 29. See, this is what I was saying to people, not on here, but I said on Twitter, people thought too highly of Golden. A lot of people see him as like a mid-second rounder. I know Trayvon wouldn't be the move at 29 now. Would Hampton be worth it if you were there? I would have to say yes, because I did not think there was a world where Hampton's there at 29. But I think Hampton is either going to go to the Broncos, the Chargers, and then watch the Steelers. Watch the Steelers. Golden at 29 is definitely interesting. If Jade Baron is there, I would love to pick him and Mikey flying around. Only downside his corner room would be super small. That's fine with me. I don't like Carson at 29 at all. I don't. I think Henderson is the second best back in this draft. I definitely could see it. Who are we going to grab? We're going to see who keeps falling. So many good players left that I'm convinced they will trade back early the second. I see it too, man. They're just showing Shador. They think he's not going to get drafted in the first. Here it comes. The pick is in. The 19th pick. This is an important pick for Washington. Wow. 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 I did not see that coming at all. They just paid Godwin. Like, they have Godwin, McMillan, and Mike Evans. Wow. I cover Washington for the USA Today. Saints and Giants will be calling Washington probably. If Tampa skipped over Johnson's medicals, must be nasty. Crazy. Wow.
This is a little bit of a curveball of a pick. When you start trying to think about why this may have happened, you have to start following the breadcrumbs. It also makes you wonder if you're Tampa, who's going to rush the passer? Greeny, you said we were thinking defense. Yes.
Wow. So they just said they don't think Chris Godwin's medicals look good, which is nuts because they just paid him in free agency. Wow. That's crazy. If they just paid Godwin that much and his medicals are really that bad, that's really concerning. That is a really good pick, but I did not see that coming. They have like a wide receiver quadruple now. Mike Evans, Jalen McMillan's a beast. Chris Godwin and Emeka Egbuka. Like, I love that wide receiver room, but wow. That's crazy. Definitely a shocker. That was the first real one. The rest of the more players are dropping than expected, so takeovers at the highest on the board. Godwin coming off injury. Yeah, but dude, they just paid him like a good bit. What was his contract? Let me see. He got a 3-year, $66 million deal with 44 guaranteed. They just gave him a 3-year, $66 million deal with $44 million guaranteed. His medicals must look like shit. That's a really bad contract for them if that's the case. That sucks. I love Chris Godwin, but that sucks. Yeah, I think Amarian Hampton. I don't think they go corner. Wow, man. I just didn't see that coming. Yeah, old heads are on the way out. Yeah, I think Hampton has to go here. That's crazy. Yeah, I don't think Shedeur gets drafted first round unless somebody trades up like around us or the Rams. But the Broncos on the clock, so let's see. They've been linked to Hampton for a while, the Broncos. Next 3 picks are going to determine a lot. They really do. Things are shaking up. Is it Johnson with the bad medical or the cornerback from Notre Dame? I mean, how bad is his medical? Also, remember the Bucs tight end room very isn't strong. They can go 4 wide receiver set. Yeah. I don't know. I kind of like Cade Otton. Bucs have Evans, McMillan, Godwin, and Sterling Shepard. He's going to get lost in that offense. I forgot they had Sterling Shepard. I'm not really too worried about Sterling, but still, damn. Good pick. Pretty sure I'm aboard Jarrett Hunter's in the draft this year. Yeah, Jarrett Hunter. He's from my high school, Louisa. Shout out to Jarrett. He was at the local pro day. But yeah, I went to Louisa County High School. I don't know Jarrett Hunter, but I know who he is for sure. Godwin might be trade bait this year, but they just paid him that giant contract. Is Baron going to be an outside or a slot in the NFL? I think he can play both. He can even play safety too. He's what, 5'10", 190? Or like 180? Jade Baron. Let me see. No trade. The Broncos are picking. So Jade Baron he measured in at 5'10", 194. So bigger than Mikey Samer still. Broncos taking their time. Bama backer can play edge also 2 for 1. Yeah. I'm so out on trading back. Josh 29 is looking incredible. I agree with you, but I don't know. We'll see. Sean may grab Henderson. He might. Is Campbell the pick if he falls to us? It would be hard not to. I did as well. I was the same grade as him. Played football with him in school. Crazy running back. Hey, shout out Savion Hyder. My guy Savion. Love Savion. That's my boy. Best running back in the country for 2026 out of Louisa County, Virginia. Remember the name. Number one running back in the country. Henderson in Denver. Oof. AP Henderson 29, please. I would be surprised. I wouldn't be either because they apparently really liked Trayvon Henderson. I want Nick Gordon as well. Look, you want to see the new draft room, same. Godwin at 22 mil is good value the way the contracts. But if he's not going to play, if his medicals are that bad, though, then that's really bad. I'm surprised there hasn't been more trades. I'm surprised there hasn't been more. Giants trading back into the first. That's good if it's with us. You're out playing for contract this year. Should ball out. Can't see him taking a run back at 29. I don't think so. Tez Johnson would be hilarious. Contract's not guaranteed for Godwin. They said 44 mil guaranteed for Godwin, according to Spot Track. No trades a really good thing for us. It is, but they were saying before the draft there's going to be a lot of trades. There's going to be a lot of chaos. Come on. I'm assuming medical's okay, but yeah, if they are bad, there goes this trade value. God, what is Will Johnson's? Man, if he doesn't get picked in the first, that's crazy. What does his medicals look like? Now, here we go. Pick is in. Pick is in. Jade Baron. Wow. Wow. So no teams also wanted to trade up in front of the Steelers for Shedeur Sanders. That tells you everything you need to know. Nobody wanted to trade up. Wow. Second. That's only the second corner if you're counting Travis Hunter. That's crazy. I would not have predicted that. Wow. Broncos good secondary, Surtain and Baron. I mean, yeah, that's great for them. I swore they were going to go offense, though. So Hampton might actually be there. Watch Hampton go to the Steelers. Man. I mean, even with Rodgers, I would still go Shedeur, but they don't have – their next pick is like 60-something, the Steelers. We won't know until we get 29 on a trade back. Yeah, we're not going to know until then. DB room's crazy. Board is too good to trade back. It's crazy right now. Board is wide open. I did not see that coming at all either. Todd Bowles' ass pick. Baron over Johnson, crazy. Defense is more important than running back. Surtain and Baron's crazy. Good pick. No offense is crazy. 9 picks until we can get someone nice. Matthew Golden to Green Bay, I'm assuming. That makes sense. Nathan with the super chat. I appreciate it. I might break my TV if they don't get Hampton. Oh, man. God, this is falling so well. This board is falling so well. Commander tag. Oh, all these mock drafts that look too good to be true starting to look right. What a time to be a Commanders fan with Aaron Rodgers considering retirement. Go take Shedeur Sanders and go to bed here. So do the Steelers go Shedeur Sanders? Hampton at 29. Suffered so much. Not taking Hampton, people. I have to pee so bad, but I'm not going to. Vikings might take Hampton if he's available. They do need a running back. They need a trade back so bad. They only have 4 picks. Pick is in. Pick is in. And Shedeur Sanders didn't get a phone call. Taking an edge if they're there. Yep. Geez, draft is going by fast. Mike Green, love Jade. He is better than Will Johnson. You got time. We'll see with the next pick. Hampton would be okay. I guess he doesn't excite me. I want more picks, but I'm not sure he's going to trade back now. Surely Derek Harmon goes off the board, right? He had some medical stuff. I had him going to the Chiefs. Facts. Go be. I might after this one. I might have to. Harmon is exact kind of AFC North trench warfare player. I think so too. I love Derek Harmon so much. I know we are all worried about our first rounder right now, but how do you feel about RJ Mickens? Sleeper. I had him in one of my mock drafts. I love him. Big time guy at Clemson. Flies around the field and a willing tackler. Yeah, I liked what I saw out of coverage in him too. I think that's a guy at 128. That'd be phenomenal value. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go after this pick. I'm gonna have to pee after this pick. Y'all gonna have to just hang tight for a minute, and just watch the screen because I gotta go. I've already had 2 cans of energy drinks and I'm drinking my water. So, pick is in, guys. We're coming up. This is pick 21. It's not Shedeur. Can't be. Derek Harmon, let's go. My guy, I told people he was going to go earlier than expected. That makes sense. That's such a good fit. That is such a good fit. They did take my guy. I'm kind of sad about it. But I told people he's so freaking good, so I'm glad. Harmon. All right, y'all watch the screen for a second. I'll be right back. All right, we back. We back. We are good. Till the end of the first. We are good. We are good. Man, Shedur's a backup. The league absolutely hates Shadur Sanders, which is crazy. Dude, this board is falling so well. Seven picks away, and the board looks beautiful. Man, this is crazy. I did not think it was going to come out this way. I did not think it was going to be this way. Amarian Hampton, man. If he doesn't go to the Chargers, Mike Green might seriously make it to 29. Got to text back some people. Man, Mike Green might fall to 29. That's crazy. We'll see what happens with. I mean, I think the Lions could really take Mike Green away from us. Let's see. Let me catch up. Chargers take Hampton here. I could see it. They do need wide receivers. But just think about Harbaugh. He loves the run game. I could see Hampton. Ladd plays in the slot, so it'd have to be like a Matthew Golden. I would have said Coulson Loveland if the Bears wouldn't have took him, but they need a D tackle bad. I think they would have liked Derek Harmon. I don't know. My opinion, it's got to be Amarian Hampton. That's what I'm at. AP going to take Damian Martinez. I think Chargers take Matthew Golden here. I could see it. Day 2 pick for Shadur. Wow. Brown should come up into the first and get Sanders. They should. Washy. JT, I did. Don't worry. There's a funny joke in there if you watch the PFF mock draft. That long stream they did. Golden still on the board is a bit of a surprise. Not as much as Johnson, though. I told people Golden was going to fall. The people were hyping up Golden way more than what people really thought. Please, for the love of God, don't trade back AP. Board looks amazing. AP is excited. AP is probably rubbing his hands together like Birdman right now, just waiting to cook up. Man, this is. I got so many people DMing me. I'm sorry, y'all. I can't respond. Can't respond. Let's see what the Chargers do. Pick is not in yet. They're probably going to take every second. You think we should trade back at least 3 to 6 spots? It depends what the value is, man. I'm 50-50. I'm fine with either way because I didn't think the value was going to fall this well either. No way Johnson's still on the board with what's left. Who is your pick? I'm leaning Johnson. I mean, so he just said, yeah, his medicals is hurting him. Mel Kiper said Will Johnson's medicals are killing him. Not surprised at all. Not a blue chip draft. I can see the Ravens going green. Also, we'll see. I can see them going Diamond as a Rocket too. Golden to the Packers just makes too much sense. Yeah, it does. Our second round pick is going to be a good one, too. It is. It's the whole thing, man. I'm running to stand for Mike Green. Same. NFL GMs feel the same way. I do not. Talking about Shadur. Mike Green wants to be a commander after her stellar interview. Let's see. At this point, I think I'd be disappointed with Boston College kid or Scorden. I don't know, man. I think they're both really good. Could see no running back going until second. I could see it too. We'll see. Yo, Josh was good. Just got back from the movies. The board's looking pretty nice so far. What movie did you see, man? Hopefully you went and saw Sinners, because Sinners is one of the best movies I've seen in a long time. The board looks amazing. Will Johnson's got to go soon. I don't think he would, but what if Harbaugh just says, hey, I want my Michigan guy and got Will Johnson? That would kind of surprise me. I'd love to be inside AP's head right now. I would literally do anything to be in that draft room. Even if it's like the last pick in the 7th round, I don't care. I would do anything to be in there. Will Johnson is a Harbaugh guy. You're right. The league doesn't want to deal with Daddy Sanders. Yeah. I can't believe Will Johnson here either, but his medicals. Zay with the super chat. Appreciate you, Zay. Jahad Campbell. Talk about a dream come true. Jahad Campbell's probably my top pick at 29 right now, honestly. If Will Johnson or Shadur is still there, would you trade down? Yeah. Top 3 for 29 in no order. Jahad Campbell. Depends on this pick, but I'd say Jahad Campbell, Mike Green. I would say Amarian Hampton if he doesn't go here. If not, like Will Johnson, Mike Green, Jahad Campbell. Not sure which order. If Will Johnson and Shadur still there, would trade down? Yeah. I already read that one. Would you rather draft Johnson at 29 or let him fall to the Eagles? Man, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't care what the Eagles do, man. As long as our team gets better, I don't care what the Eagles do. If we don't trade back, we leave round 1 with a guaranteed stud. We'll see. I think the value is pretty much similar, though. My top 5 players available: Donovan Jackson, Donovan Ezraku, Josh Simmons, Amarian Hampton, Malachi Starks. I can see Josh Simmons, too. I'm surprised. His medicals came back good. I'm surprised he's still here. Chiefs might try to trade up. Louis Riddick is like flabbergasted at Shadur right now. I told people Shadur was going to fall. Everyone's like, heck no. Louis Riddick is pissed that Shadur didn't get taken. Am I the only one not very excited for Maxwell or Golden? I would be slightly disappointed if either were there at 29, not going to lie. Maxwell, I get. Golden, I get. I don't know. I'm not like against either of them, but I'm not like giant fans of both of them. You don't draft to keep a good player away from another team, bro. I agree. Would you take Starks at 29? Originally, yeah, but the way the board's falling, probably not. Oh, man, how far will Morrison go? Morrison might be there at 61. Same with Siobhan Revel. Yeah, fuck the Eagles. Chargers literally taking every second. It's so annoying. I'm glad I had time to pee, though. Eagles fans still haven't stopped with their excuses of when they lost to us in December. I don't care what they do, man. As long as we get better, that's all I'm worried about. Mike Green went to UVA, and then Marshall definitely wants to stay in that area, go to Washington. AP rubbing his hands together. Chargers are killing the clock. This is a hardball. He's milking the clock, not even just in the game, but in the draft as well. Help Jaden develop. Shadur's eye, yeah. Me too. The guy's mid. Shadur isn't falling now as his range. The media is just overhyping him. Yeah. Louis Riddick is pissed that Shadur's not taken, which it is what it is. But when you're looking at the board and the players that have been taken, they're all better than Shadur. All better. Give me Tootin in the 4th if he's there. I hope so. We'll see what happens here. Pick is in. Commander's going to trade with the Giants, I believe. I think so. We'll see. Here we go. Amarian Hampton. Yep. I saw it. I mean, Harbaugh loves running the ball. Does not surprise me at all. Day 2 is going to be loaded. Day 2 is going to be crazy. Yeah, I love Louis Riddick too, but he's throwing a tantrum right now. It's not a good look. I agree. I think none of first rounds. Just pick them so you come close to the better pick. Hampton, good fit. Najee and Amarian Hampton. That's a crazy duo. Glad he's gone. Not a Hampton fan. Sorry. I think he's amazing. Henderson. Green Bay going with Golden. They might. They need a wide receiver so bad, but they never do. 10 of the 20 actual Chargers fans are at the draft. Yeah. Henderson at 29. We'll see. Golden going to the Packers for sure. I bet Chargers go running back. Yeah, they got Amarian Hampton. Dude, Mike Green might actually fall. This is crazy. Packers. Trying to see what else is cooking up. Checking my DMs, make sure I don't miss nothing. Yeah, everyone's telling me that Johnson's medicals just were not good at all. So, like, do you take him? The Packers are getting trade calls at 23. We'll see if they trade or stay. Gosh. I mean, do you take a swing on Will Johnson if his medicals are bad? Will the Packers finally take a wide receiver? That's a great question. We're about to find out. Or if they trade, we'll see. They are taking trade calls right now. Henderson was the running back on the championship team, y'all. He's really good. So Trayvon should be the next running back on the board. Question is when. Mike Green, Luther Bird, Izaraku, whoever, as long as they walk their butts off and dominate on or off the field. Exactly. Keep it. Either wide receiver or corner since they want to trade Jair. We'll see if they do, though. Fans are getting hyped. What if they just trade back? Yeah, Packers are getting trade calls. Will is sitting in that draft room also. He should have known, not doing any drills. I mean, yeah, and he ran like a terrible 40 too. Everybody's milking the clock. 100% taking Will Johnson. No way. Yeah, I could see gold. Luther's not a good pick for Washington. Guys already have Devo. Yeah, I'm not a big the practice film that came out with Luther Burden was not good, by the way. I don't know how many people saw that. But a lot of scouts were like, holy shit, that they should not have put that out. How reliable the reports on medicals, very, very reliable. Very, very reliable. Teams do their own checks, but then also talking about the combine checks. This is top tier, very reliable. As reliable as it gets. So we'll see. Luther does exactly what Debo does. Yeah, keep Coleman on left side at guard, Cosme right guard. Draft Simmons to play right tackle. JD5 protected for the next decade. I could see it. Green or Campbell, please. We'll see. Pick is still not in for Green Bay. I feel like they'd go Will Johnson since they never go wide receiver. But we'll see. We will see. George Schultz said the Eagles are trying to trade up with Packers right now. Oh, God. Who are the Eagles trying to get? James Pierce? They're trying to get Mike Green. If the Eagles move up to get Mike Green, I swear to God. The Eagles have so many picks, too. Man. Let's see if they do it. They definitely want Mike Green. That's the most Eagles pick ever. Golden's falling. Eagles trying to trade with the Packers. Yeah, we'll see if they get it done. Not a good sign for Johnson. However, he gambled on medicals last year. I mean, he already had concerns with his long speed, and it got worse. So we'll see. Starks, maybe. You don't move up for Starks. Mike Green falls. Do we trade back with the Eagles? Fuck no. I'm sorry. I'm not. Pick is in. Pick is in. That's good. That's good. Will they finally get a wide receiver, or will they go corner? Let's see. Man, this board is falling so well. Maybe they go Will Johnson. Maybe they go Will Johnson. Come on. I don't know what they're about to do. Eagles need to relax. They do. Packers got to be. Yeah, they were taking a bunch. Didn't Howie make the whole speech on how he wouldn't even look at guys as sexual allegation? There's so much I could say. I mean, he took Jaylen Carter, so Will Johnson next name. Mikey Sanders still in the Commanders with few families. Insane. Packers picked. Let's go. Of course, they're going to take a million years because they're in Green Bay. Had to laugh at the Eagles declined Dotson's fifth. Any shot we trade up? No. Let's go. Grizz. The Grizz are dead to me. I'm not going to lie. They're going to get smacked. They'll win one, and they'll win the game tonight, and that's it. Grizz are dead to me right now. And if they trade Ja, I'm going to, I don't know, jump off of a balcony. Don't spoil picks, y'all. Do not spoil picks. Do not spoil picks. Reminds me of Golden Tate. I can see it. Do not spoil picks. That's our one rule in the stream. This guy talks too long. I mean, I hope it is Matthew Golden. Jordan Love needs some help. I don't trust Christian Watson at all. Will Johnson slid because of a knee, not a foot. This guy's taking way too long. AP won that trade with Jahan getting declined to fifth year. Absolutely. I mean, getting a third round pick was insane anyways. You said wide receiver. The Packers fans just went nuts. Packers fans just went crazy. You would think they just won the Super Bowl. Yeah, Eagles were trying so hard to move up. They said no. And that's cool. I'm glad they did it. I'm glad they did it finally. I'm glad they finally did it. I think the Vikings are going to trade back with the Eagles now. Vikings need a lot of picks. The Eagles have a ton. Eagles want Mike Green. Watch. I'm going to throw up. The Vikings only have 4 total picks. Hey, chill. My boy Romeo Dobbs is nice. Then who did the Eagles want? Was it Golden? No, I think they want Mike Green. Another offensive player off the board is nice. The pick is in for the Vikings. Holy shit. All right, do not spoil the pick. Yeah, the Eagles were trying to trade up. I am surprised the Vikings are making a pick because they needed to trade back so bad. Yeah, Golden killed it. Golden killed it. They love him. Maybe they go Nick Almani. That's perfect pick right here is Nick Almani. All right, do not spoil the pick. The Vikings did pick very fast. Please be Nick Almani. Yeah, these Packers fans, they think they just won the Super Bowl. Do not say the pick. Now Matthew Golden about to pick. He's about to talk. Ian Rappaport just said that the Eagles are trying so hard to move up. Howie Roseman is still trying to trade up. Howie Roseman's still trying to trade up. They have so many picks, you might as well. I like the fit for Golden. It looks cool. Like him as a Packer looks good. I think I actually had that in my final first round mock. Let me see. Yeah, I did. Oh, where's it at? Matthew Golden. I had the Giants trading up here to get Milrow, but looks like the pick is in. Man, you know the Eagles, they definitely want Mike Green. They're trying so hard to trade up. I think they want. Yeah, it's so packed there. Anyway, we trade back with Philly again. I don't know. If it's for Mike Green, that's kind of tough. Yeah, people keep hanging up. Can't believe all these players available. I'm shocked too, especially Will Johnson. Please, I want the Vikings to take Malachi Starks or Nick Almani so bad. Please. Please. Why not Revel 29? I mean, he had that injury too, so we'll see. Oh! No. The Giants just traded. The Giants just traded with the Texans. Giants just traded with the Texans. So that's another quarterback. Let's go. They went Donovan Jackson? Wow. Guys, this is literally perfect. Giants are trading up. I told y'all pick 99. Giants are trading up with the Houston Texans, 34, 99, and a future third. They're going to get Dart. Damn, they gave up a third-round pick next year and pick 99. I would have loved that. Shit, tell the Browns to do that. Tell the Browns to do that. They're going to take Jackson Dart. Best available, Will Johnson, James Pierce Jr., Maxwell Harrison, Jahad Campbell, Mike Green, Josh Simmons, Nick Almani, Donovan Ezaraku, Darius Alexander, Trayvon Henderson, Javon Revel, Josh Connelly Jr., Malachi Starks. Holy shit. And as soon as Jackson Dart goes here, wow. Guys, this is literally perfect. I love picking at 29. You think they go Shador? I don't know. Everything said they hated him. Look at Dion. Dion's pissed. It doesn't seem like they're taking him. We're leaving here with something. Holy smokes. Let's see. Do they go Dart or do they go Sanders? All the smoke is that they like Dart. I don't know. My gut says it's Dart, and Shador's going to be pissed. Guys, we're at pick 25. Jalen Milroe. Hope it's Sanders. All right. Nobody leak the pick, please. Nobody leak the pick. I'm not going to lie. The Texans got a haul. That third-round pick next year is crazy. Pick 99 and a third next year. Whew. Which I don't blame the Texans. They wanted an offensive tackle, which I'm surprised they didn't go Josh Simmons, but maybe they feel like he could be there at 34. Maybe they'll feel like it. We are in excellent position. This is honestly best case scenario. Now, the only thing I'm interested in, let's see. Let's see what quarterback they take. So, quarterback at 25, you got 26, 27, 28, 29. If you want an edge, probably doesn't look too good for you because LA's not going to go edge. But you have the Ravens. They need an edge. The Lions need an edge. It would not surprise me if the Rams went Will Johnson. I think they would definitely do that. But Donovan Jackson going this early. Derek Harmon going early. A quarterback here helps a ton, man. Oh my gosh. Man. That was an early pick for Jack. I said he was going to be a dark horse to get in the first round, but man, that helps out Washington a ton. There's about to be a stud there at 29. So good. Dan Sanders is going to Saints or Steelers. So trading back, the only two now, since the Giants already traded up, only two you're looking at is the Saints at 40 or the Browns with 33 or 36. If you're Washington, you probably want 33 so you can go first tomorrow and you're not missing out on 33, 34, and 35 guys. Chiefs would definitely take Josh Simmons. Bills would probably go Maxwell Harrison. So shit, somebody's going to be there. This is, guys, I'm serious. This is amazing. This is, I could not have made this up. If I would have put this out, Falcons, no, not breakfast. Falcons traded up to 26. Falcons have traded up to 26. They're going to get Mike Green. Watch, they really like Mike Green. So the Giants are picking, and then the Falcons. All right, do not say anything about the picks. The Falcons have moved up, so we have another trade. So they'll take a quarterback here, unless the Falcons go Will Johnson. All right. Maybe Falcons go. Now they need edge D tackle. Who the hell? I mean, they love Mike Green. They love Mike Green. And even though they got Jaylen Walker, I don't care. Unless they go Nick Almani. All right, the pick is in for the Giants. Don't say anything. Jackson Dart over Shador Sanders. What did I tell people, man?
Finishes the school's all-time leading passer, surpassing Eli Manning.
Holy smokes. So the Falcons trade 46 to 42 in a first rounder. Damn, so the Rams are going from 26 to 46. Falcons trade a first rounder in 2026, 242, 46 to get 26 and 101. Damn, that's a hell of a trade. So who are the Falcons taking? Who are the Falcons taking? Tion just threw some of that TV. What if the Browns? I mean, shit, man. Oh. If the Saints are giving us 40, you might get a. So this is the thing. All right. The Falcons traded 46 to get up to 26. You could probably get a second rounder next year if you trade with the Saints. Man.
the division's weather, and for Shador like Drew Brees to stay fatted, that dome would help them so much to give them a chance to be
man. This is, guys, this is going perfectly. I would be shocked. I don't know. I'd be shocked if it's not Jahad Campbell for us, if it's not Mike Green. The Falcons pick says a lot. Guys, this is pick 26. I would be surprised. This is crazy, guys. Jackson Dart's going to New York. I like Jackson Dart. He was my quarterback too. Wow. They actually did it. I think they go Mike Green, but they already took Walker. But, I mean, maybe they're just loading up the line. We'll see. All right, do not spoil any picks. Yes, this helped us out a ton. Maybe the Browns or Saints try to trade at 29. We'll see. We will see. If anything pops up that we trade, I will let y'all know. Board's falling beautifully, guys. Let's go. My boy Chef Dre said Falcons about to shock again and get Shador. Oh. Falcons. They love Mike Green. Oh! James Pierce Jr. Wow. Holy shit, y'all. You could not make this up. I'm telling y'all, James Pierce Jr. was not even on our board. Guys. This is perfect. I think he's great. I think James Pierce Jr. is great. I don't think we would have drafted him. I don't think he's on our board. This is so good. Saints, Browns. If y'all want to, I'm saying, y'all, I'm still open to trading back because of how good this board is. I could see Mike Green going to the Ravens, but with all the off-the-field stuff, they're like one of those high-class organizations. I would be surprised if they took him. Guys, Mike Green at 29? Jahad Campbell at 29? Come on, man. Let's go. Guys. Definitely, I think there definitely is something there. But John Keim said the team would be interested in Mike Green if it was possible. And it might be. I don't know, man. Guys. Will Johnson, Mike Green, Dominic Raku, Josh Simmons, Josh Connelly Jr., and Jahad Campbell. Jahad freaking Campbell. I knew he had some. I'm about to faint too. I knew Jahad Campbell had the medical things. What was it, his shoulder? Guys, I'm still open to trading back. If you can trade back and get Jahad Campbell, Mike Green, Will Johnson, Josh Simmons, Travion Henderson, come on. Guys, I'm still very open to trading back. Man, Will Johnson is tough to let slip. It's tough. I don't know. I personally don't know how bad the medicals are, but they've got to be bad. We're getting a stud. Let's be for real, though. All these teams are passing on Green because off field. Dan Quinn is not going to want that guy, unfortunately. But I'm saying John Keim name dropped Mike Green and said that Washington would be interested in him. So that tells me something. Yeah, I think Mike Green and the Lions or Ravens. I could see it. I would not. I would be very underwhelmed by Malachi Starks. Trade back Will Johnson. Trade back to the Chiefs. I mean, if that's the case, let them come get Josh Simmons. That's fine. Yeah, Dom Hezaraku's good. Look for Jahad Campbell or Josh Connelly. I hope it would be Jahad Campbell out of those. Trading back with Cleveland at 35 would be the dream if we don't stick and pick. Yes, that's what I'm saying, man. Browns have no reason to trade back now. That's what I'm saying. Maybe they think the Saints could jump and get Shadur if that's who they want, or maybe they're afraid. It's literally going to be between Shadur and it's going to be between the Saints and the Browns. Guys, this is crazy. This is crazy. Nick over Ezzy. I take either of them. Guys, even if we don't pick tonight, I'm fine. Because if we trade back to 33, I know we have one hell of a pick at 33. Crazy. Mike Green slipping because he had some off-the-field stuff, some sexual assault cases. Was at UVA, had a transfer. Apparently happened at high school too. Had a transfer. UVA had a transfer to Marshall because of it. From what I heard, it checked out. I don't know. I don't want to trade back, get a blue chip plug and play guy. There are 3 studs on the board. We're 3 picks away. We have to stick and pick. The allegations. 33 and take Henderson, please. Anything is on the table, guys. Anything is on the table, guys. Let's go. We're coming up. Make sure you're subbed up to the channel, guys. Make sure you hit that thumbs up as well. And guys, this is falling perfectly for us. Do not, especially with our pick coming up, do not leak any picks. Do not spoil anything in the chat, please. Definitely, please do not. JT's like a kid in the candy store. Energy just shot through the roof. Guys, I'm telling you, this could not have fallen better. AP, I will get an Adam Peters tattoo. This is crazy. Insane stuff. So the thing with Michael is, it's like I said, it's between the Browns and the Saints. They both could come up and get a quarterback. And Jackson Dart. I still can't believe they took Jackson Dart. Best case scenario is Nick Almani or Malachi Starks is the 2 people I would link to the Ravens all the time. Yeah, do not leak any picks, please. This is a safe space. Guys, this is crazy. The Ravens do need an edge, though. Guys, holy shit. This is insane. This could not have played out any better. If Washington is trading the pick, we will know in under 4 or 5 minutes. I guarantee you AP is on the phone right now and he's listening to calls. Malachi Starks, let's go. Perfect. Malachi Starks. Let's go. This is perfect, y'all. This is perfect. This is perfect. We in the building, Richard. We here. Holy smokes. This is amazing. Even if you trade back to 33, there's somebody going to be there that you did not think was going to be there. Okay, we're 2 picks away, so do not leak any, do not spoil the Lions pick. Guys, OMG Starks to the Ravens. As of right this second, it looks like we will be picking at 29. I'm just saying, guys, Jahad Campbell, please. I am terrified that the Lions will go Jahad Campbell. I am terrified. Holy Jesus Christ, man. This is insane. Wow. That is an insane duo. It's going to be a dramatic moment in the next Commander's Log video. Come on. Come on. Too good not to trade back, in my opinion. I'm just waiting to see that if we trade. Come on, y'all. Let's go. Guys, I legit have goosebumps. I'm not even kidding. Legit goosebumps. My hair is standing up right now. Holy shit. Live pick 29 is on the clock. Let's go. Let's go. We're on the clock. So that means pick is in. Yep. Let's go. All right. Do not say anything about the Lions pick. Do not say anything. Pick is in. I don't know who they're going to go. It's got to be. It's got to be Mike Green. Jahad Campbell. Come on, man. Holy shit. 29 is going to be crazy. 29 is going to be nuts, y'all. Let's go. Go. Let's go. Come on. Guys, if we get my guy, Jahad Campbell. We are on the clock. You said the Ravens' whole draft board was just on the screen. I need to go back and see that. Guys, I'm so nervous. Come on, hurry up, Lions. Yeah, man, let's get another Bama guy in here. Let's get another one. Lions going edge for sure. They have to. God. This is crazy. This is crazy, y'all. I would not have expected this at all. At all. Let's see. Let's see who goes here. Oh, holy shit. Holy shit, guys. There's so many Bama guys in the NFL have panned out. So many. So many. There's a lot of them, actually. Yeah, their room's nice. I literally can't breathe. If I was the Lions, I would pick Mike Green. I don't know how they feel about him, though. I feel like they need Mike Green. Need Mike Green. Oh, holy shit. Come on, man. Hurry up, Lions. Gosh, it's taking so long. I'd take Jahad Campbell, Mike Green, Will Johnson. I mean, I'm not mad at any of them. Oh, my God. Hurry up, Detroit. I'm so interested to see if we trade back. I swear to God, if our pick is like Carson Schlesinger or here we go. Tyleek Williams. Wow. Okay. Here we go. Guys, we are on the clock. Holy smokes, guys. We are on the clock. Best fit, Mike Green. Best available, Will Johnson. I'm not looking at my phone. All right, guys, do not say anything. For the love of God, I will crash out if somebody spoils this. I want us to take up every second. There's so many here. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to be pissed if it's Carson Schlesinger. We got Will Johnson, Maxwell Harrison, Jahad Campbell, Mike Green. God, that's insane. Donovan Eziraku, Siobhan Revel. For me, it's got to be Campbell. It's got to be Mike Green, Donovan Eziraku. I mean, top two players. Will Johnson, Jahad Campbell, Mike Green. Give me any of those three, and I am ecstatic. We're still on the clock. I'm so scared to look at anything. I am terrified right now. Holy shit. I am terrified right now. All right, let's get back because we're in commercial. Why do they always go to commercial when we're picking? On the clock. Oh, my God, y'all. I guarantee, they're definitely taking calls right now, as they should. I'm making sure every notification I get isn't some spoil. Guys, I'm serious. This could not have panned out better for us. Jihad's injury is a shoulder. I like Harrison, but there's just too many good players ahead of him. Too many. If it's him, I'm not going to be mad because he's healthy, and if they take him over Will Johnson, that just tells me Will Johnson's medicals were that bad. There's two picks where I would be furious if it's them, and it's Nick Almani and Carson Schlesinger. I'm not a Nick Almani fan. If that's who we pick, though, cool. I trust him, but I wouldn't get it. I would not. I'd be like, wow. With Mike Green on the board, with Jahad Campbell on the board, I think it's Jahad Campbell. But they weren't linked to him at all. Maybe they didn't think he was going to be here. Holy shit. I need to get this pick. Guys, I legit, you can't even see it, but my hair is legit standing up. I have goosebumps all over. I'm shaking. Come on. 2 minutes and 4 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. 2 minutes left. 1:59. Pick is in. Let me get my tweet ready. I'm not looking at the chats. Oh, guys, I'm so freaking nervous. Pick us in. Come on, hurry up. Come on. I'm not looking. I don't want. I'm terrified to look. Pick is in. Come on, AP. What you got for me? What you got for me, AP? Jahad Campbell, Mike Green, Will Johnson. Give me one of those, and I'm ecstatic. Give me one of those. Holy shit. Come on. Come on. What you got for me, AP? Oh, shit. I mean, I would take Trayvon Henderson, too. If that's their guy, cool. You got to think, Will Johnson had an injury. Jahad Campbell had an injury. Mike Green had his stuff.
Josh Connelly Jr. Tackle, Oregon. Interesting pick, so they took the tackle after signing or trading for the tackle. Josh Connelly has been on the radar a long time. Anthony Munoz awarded the best lineman in the country in high school.
I did not see that coming. Wow. I know they met with him a ton. Wow. I did not expect that. So, I mean, that whole tackle competition is shot. Wow. Wow. That one, I'm not going to lie, that one shocked me. Whew. Damn, yo. Wow. I did not see that coming. I did not see that coming at all. I mean, I know they met with him a ton, but with that board, I mean, I'll never be mad at building the trenches, but I'm not going to lie. That one did surprise me. A lot of people do not like it. Wow. I mean, the people on TV absolutely love it. Wow. I mean, everyone on TV loves the pick. I'm going to need a second. Louis Riddick loves the pick. He said we just need an explosive running back, and that's it. Damn. So that tells me they do not like Brandon Coleman at tackle. That's crazy, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think it's fully hit me yet. I mean, that's my question too. But I know I know Josh Simmons had the medical issues. I'm very surprised by that pick. I wasn't originally, but with how the board fell, I am surprised. I'm not going to lie. And once again, I'm not ever going to be mad at getting Jayden Daniels protection. That's your right tackle, though. That's got to be your right tackle. There is no right tackle competition. There is no right tackle competition. That's your guy. Holy shit. I mean, sorry, I'm finishing up this graphic. I'm not going to lie. That really surprised me. That one really surprises me. They met with him a ton. I mean, they showed a lot of interest in him. I can't act so surprised because they did show a ton of interest in him. Like, I mean, a lot. But my question is with the board, how it was. Wow. I'm not gonna lie, I just did not expect that. All right, I just finished up. No, I don't want you, Siri. All right, hold on. Let me airdrop this to myself, and we're gonna get back to the chat. I know there's. I can only imagine there's some of y'all pissed. I'm still surprised. I just want to see what everybody's saying on Twitter now. The Eagles traded up. All right, y'all. Let's talk about it. The Eagles moved up to 31. Okay. So, all right, we got the draft back, y'all. So, I mean, like I said, Jahad Campbell had the injury. Will Johnson had the injury. Mike Green had the off the field stuff. It sounds like the Chiefs would have gone Josh Connelly Jr. Let's see who the Bills get. They got Maxwell Harrison. They loved Maxwell Harrison. All right. Let's go. Let me try to go up. Moving Coleman to guard. Yeah, he has to. So, yeah, Coleman's definitely not playing tackle. Josh Connelly Jr. 6'5", 311. That man's not playing guard. I'm sorry. He's not playing guard. Josh, the look on your face is that big. I would love to see what it looked like. I am kind of hurt about it. I'm not gonna lie, but once again, I'll never be mad at taking an offensive lineman. Oh man, whew. Not even close to the best player on the board, but I'm not mad about the protection. Adam Peters thinks very highly of Javonte Jean-Baptiste. From what I hear from his family, not picking an edge. There seems to support that. Cut Wiley. Sorry, dumb. Wiley to guard. Brandon Coleman's definitely playing guard. The Eagles moved up one spot and gave up 164. So I mean, like I said, guys, I can't be mad at getting an offensive tackle. And there must be some serious mental concerns with Josh Simmons. So someone said it perfectly. Not mad, just surprised. I am surprised. Once again, I'm not mad at the pick. I like Josh Connelly Jr. My buddy Donovan, former offensive lineman, he loves the pick. So, I mean, like I said, you're getting in the trenches, man. I didn't even get to see the draft room, to be honest with you. I'm not gonna lie, I blacked out. I blacked out. I'm gonna have to rewind and watch it again. So yeah, I went with the safer pick. We let the Eagles get Mike Green. Some of the best defensive players on the board 2 years in a row, and they passed. But I mean, they had the injury concerns, so we don't know. We don't know what they know. We don't know what they know. We have no idea what they know. Coleman has to move to guard. There's no way you do this. There's no way they do this and keep Coleman out at right tackle. So, yeah, I don't know what Josh Simmons' medicals looked like. I think they'll have lightning in a bottle success. The D-ends early they have. The Eagles D-line is going to be unstoppable now. D-ends will be there in a second. OTs will not. That is very true. I like it. We have to win in the trenches before anything. Yeah, get Wiley's ass out of here. People crying about this. The ones whining about pressure on Jaden. I mean, I can see it. Multiple meetings make me nervous. They had a lot of meetings with Josh Connelly Jr. He was a top 30 guy, so love this pick, building the trenches to protect our main ace, our main asset, Jaden Daniels. He had 87th percentile 10-yard split in the 40 and a 97th percentile vertical. Means they weren't. I mean, so yeah, I mean, I'm not pissed. Mike Green's probably going to go there. Got to be. I mean, that is a good duo. That is a good offensive tackle duo. I'm not going to lie. So, I wonder who they get. I wonder who they get. If I had to guess, it's going to be Jahad Campbell because Nakobe Dean's out for a while. Jahad Campbell can play linebacker and he can play edge. I'm going to be pissed because that's my guy. I mean, guys, we saw what the Eagles' defensive line did in the Super Bowl. The Giants got Abdul Carter. Cowboys still got Micah. Like, I'm not mad at building the trenches. I'm not mad. If Will Johnson, his medicals were that bad, if Jahad Campbell's medicals were that bad, if Mike Green's off the field stuff was that bad, and it has to be because he's about to not get taken in the first round, teams were concerned about that. I'd be surprised if an organization like the Chiefs were to take Mike Green. I can't be mad at taking trenches. If it was like a tight end, I'd have been like, what the fuck? Yeah, I like the pick, but just not who was with on the board. So, I mean, Maxwell Harrison, whatever, doesn't really break my heart. But Will Johnson, the medicals have to be terrible. Have to be. Jahad Campbell, Mike Green, Josh Simmons, same thing. Medicals have to be bad. I'm just glad it wasn't Nick Almani. I'm just glad it was not Nick Almani. That's Donovan Ezeraki. That one really surprised me. Now, who falls to 61? That's the real question. Who falls to 61? Man, or do we trade back from 61? Because the value will be good there too. Yeah. So, Biggie said, bro, I'm lit as fuck. What's good, Josh? Let me hear your thoughts on Connelly. I mean, like I said, I can't be mad at it. Tunzel, Coleman, Biotis, Cosme, Connelly. Connelly was one of the best offensive tackles in the draft. Like, he's good. He's actually really, really good. So The reason why we won all the Super Bowls in the past was because of how good our offensive line was. The Hogs never forget. You have no edge. Losing games 40-50 will not be fun. I mean, like I said, guys, I can't be mad at building the trenches. So let's see. Let me see what everybody's saying on Twitter. This is where it's going to be funny. This is where it's going to be fit. I got a feeling we trade up. I don't know. Chiefs could definitely take Henderson. I could see that. In my opinion, it's a letdown. I think it's just not the sexy pick. We got somebody to protect the most valuable asset, and he'll have a chip on his shoulder. It's going to be a long way to 61. It definitely is. But it'll go by faster tomorrow. So we'll be live tomorrow. I just want to see everybody crashing out on Twitter. It is very surprising. I just did not see it happening. Once again, I'm not mad at the pick, but that was surprising. And here come the Eagles. Yep, Jahad Campbell. Jahad Campbell, my guy. My Alabama guy, man. Damn. It starts an hour earlier tomorrow. So 7 o'clock Eastern time. I'm Central time, so I always have to change it up. So the Eagles tried to trade up at the Charger spot because they wanted Jahad Campbell. And Mel said, yeah, the only reason he fell is because of his shoulder injury. And I mean, some people are saying it's a reach. I don't think it is at all, because if Josh Simmons, if his medicals are that bad, there's no way the Chiefs would let there's no way the Chiefs would not have gotten Josh Connelly Jr. I would have been shocked. I'd be shocked if they would have passed up on him. Josh Connelly Jr. is definitely playing right tackle. So, yeah, our next pick is 61. It'll go by much faster tomorrow. So, Shadur Sanders is literally about to fall out of the first round, too, by the way. Crazy, crazy, crazy. So Laramie Tunsil is your left tackle. I mean, think about this, though. When's the last time we had a franchise left tackle and a franchise right tackle? I don't think there would be a learning curve though. Like I think people are forgetting how good he was. I mean, Coleman's got to go to guard now. Jahad Campbell doing the Eagles chant really stabbed me in the heart. So, I mean, do we go? I mean, yeah, I'm not mad at it. You have a franchise left tackle, you have a franchise right tackle. So, as an Oregon fan, I love this pick. Coleman could be an all-pro guard. Like seriously, we could have a really, really good top offensive line for the next 3-4 years, considering about how long Tunzel will play. Because he has 3 years? So, so we'll see. I'm really not mad at it. Like I said, if it would have been, honestly, I would have been pissed if it was Nick Almani, if it was Carson Schlesinger, TreVeyon Henderson even maybe. But I can't get mad at an offensive lineman. And I just really wanted Jahad Campbell because I'm an Alabama fan. And that's my guy. But if they didn't like the shoulder injury, I can't sit here and say, oh, Adam Peters picked wrong. Not going to do that. They love Josh Connelly Jr. I like Josh Connelly Jr. a lot. I think he's a really good player. So, but like I said, I'm not mad at the pick. I promise. If it was Nick Almani, I would have ended the stream. If it was Carson Schlesinger, I would have ended the stream. I would have crashed out. I know I don't look happy. I'm just shocked, to be honest with you. I was just shocked by the pick. But what I'm really pissed about is Jahad Campbell going to the Eagles. That shit pisses me off. So we'll see. I'm just watching everyone crash out on Twitter. It's funny. I'm just saying, everyone, I would not doubt Adam Peters after what he did last year. So Josh Simmons goes to the Chiefs. They definitely would have took Josh Connelly Jr., in my opinion. So 61. We got to see who falls. Some good defensive ends will be there at 61. They are falling, so we'll see. Deep edge class. Pick wasn't a need, more of a luxury. Still need edge and dynamic running back. But Adam Peters said the whole time, we could play tomorrow with the team we have. We feel good about it. He said we're going to pick who we feel like is going to make us better. So we'll see. I'm just surprised. Shedeur didn't get taken. I'm surprised Mike Green, man. Will Johnson. Did not see that coming. Did not see Will Johnson falling to the second. It happens every year, though. There's always someone that falls that we did not expect. Donovan Ezeraku, Mike Green, Will Johnson. I knew Nick Almani was not going in the first. Siobhan Revel got some hype for the first round. Trevon Henderson got some hype for the first round. Trey Amos did as well. There's gonna be some talent falling to us at 61. Big time. So we will see. I gotta hop off and write an article now so I can actually try to get some sleep tonight. But we go Josh Connelly Jr. Once again, I'm not mad at that pick. You're building the trenches. You're protecting Jaden Daniels. You're building a franchise offensive line. Josh, what the hell do we do at edge now? I think we still address edge. I think we do for sure. Connelly would have went to the Chiefs had we not gotten him. I think so for sure. I think we would have. And then the Browns are on the clock next. Yeah, we need an edge for sure and a running back. I mean, there's so many people that aren't even Washington fans that are like fans of other teams. I got 49ers, Bears, people DMing me yo, that was a good pick for y'all. So they said, I mean, I like it. I know fans are going to hate it. Josh can play left tackle after Tunzel retires. He's only 21. Yeah, he is super young. The rest of the draft needs to be defense, or Philly's going to keep rushing for 200 plus, putting 45 on us. If Gordon falls to 61, holy shnikes. Femi Oladejo is probably who they want. Who's our DN1? Dorrance Armstrong. Tomorrow night's going to be a movie. LOL. I'll take it, man. So our next pick is at 61. Let's just look. Edge. Mike Green. Who knows how far he goes. Donovan Ezeraku, Jordan Birch. I mean, my fall off line is like here. We'll have someone at 61. Josiah Stewart, Femi Oladejo, Nick Gordon, JT Tumaioa, Princely Umanialan, Ashton Gelati. We like him a lot. Jack Sawyer's got a high floor. I don't really know what his ceiling is. But it definitely drops off for me. Like here, I don't really like Kyle Kennard. I like Q Robinson. I think he's got some goods to him. I like David Walker. But there's definitely some good edges there. There'll be some good running back value. Even later on. I mean, hell, DJ Kitten's at 61. RJ Harvey at 61 would be nice. There's a lot of picks. Wide receivers, not a lot of wide receivers got taken. Still got Jaden Higgins, Trey Harris, Luther Burden is still there. Jalen Knoll, Kyle Williams. There's going to be some really good talent at 61. There's some really good talent going to be there at 61. So I'm going to keep trusting AP, y'all. He's going to cook. But I'm going to hop off. Make sure you're subbed up. Make sure you hit the thumbs up. We will be back for the entire thing. Shadur, I saw someone said undrafted free agent. JT's a possible, as is Lane. I just don't like Landon, but we'll see what happens. But guys, I'll be live once again as soon as the draft starts tomorrow, and then all day Saturday for day 3, I'll be live as well. So come on back tomorrow night. Tonight was fun, y'all. The chat was jumping. Make sure you're subbed up. Make sure you hit that thumbs up. And who knows? Maybe we trade up tomorrow. Is Nick Gordon worth trading up for? I think so, depending how far you got to jump up. I like Josiah Stewart too. I think he's a steal. But I'm going to catch up. I'm going to write this article real quick, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Appreciate y'all. It was fun. Get some sleep. I'm going to try, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.